would cross the bridge of death must answer me these questions three. Ere the other side he see.
Ask me the questions, Bridgekeeper. I am not afraid.
What is your name?
My name is Sir Lancelot of Camelot.
What is your quest?
To seek a game of magic. What is your favorite format? Pauper.
Right, off you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a rare day indeed. It's Saturday, and I'm here. Why am I here? And sure, Rosamond's in the house. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, we to say we had technical issues is way understated. I used to have an old version of the software, which was very robust, worked great. Tried to upgrade. Won't get into too much of it, but went back and forth. It was like 2.5 weeks of troubleshooting with the game show creators and then trying something on OBS. And when I found out OBS did the same thing, I went back to game show. I had to upgrade. In the end, Little Fight saved the day. Good times. Nichols in the house. Good to see you guys. Everything looking and sounding good. I'm a little apprehensive because I've been gone. It feels like all I've been doing is solving issues with this software. I'm not sliding game show at all. It's great now that it's running. I got the latest, greatest version. Everything's perfect. So yeah, good. All right. Looking and sounding good. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're here, Olesh, because this is your deck. I did play a turn to see what happened was it last week, the week before? Oh, they're all running together for me. I had this loaded up, ready to enter a tournament, and I had to cancel the show at the last minute because of all the hiccups. Well, whenever I would roll to any camera or anything, the previous one the audio would go underneath it. And as you can imagine, it just gets worse and worse. And it's just this wall of sonic noise and it gets crazy. So I had to cancel the show. Then, what I was just talking about with the tech support and all that crap happened. So I was left with a Tron deck that I'm terrible at. I love it though. It's a really cool design. I have like maybe 2 games under my belt with it. And I had to enter a league and I think I went 1-4. It was pretty bad. I mean, full disclosure. So anyway, today, just in case there's issues and stuff like that, I didn't want to chance anything. I will be playing this one first, but we're going to do a community outing. It was such a big hit last time. About once a month, we're going to try to aim for one of these where just go in the tournament practice room. If you've got magic up and you want to swing at the old man, bring it on. And, yeah, it'll be pretty cool. So, I'm going to start off with this one, and then I've got, a few, what do you call, I think 4 or 5 other decks in there to just keep it nice and fresh. We'll go over this list by Olesh, who, by the way, if you guys want a great rundown, if you wouldn't mind me sharing it, he wrote up, or his brother did. I think, aren't you brothers with Hods? Or I forget, all you guys' names running together. I apologize. Everybody's got different usernames. Anyway, just this massive list. Pretty much how to play Tron, what to look for, almost every matchup analysis, in, out, all this stuff. It was really impressive. So, yes, Hods. All right, yes. That's right. Yeah, see, I don't know these kinds of things. It was like, and then, who was it? What was the other Twitch mystery? It was Arch Naomi turning into Thalia. That was weird. That was like 5-6 months ago. We were like, who is this person? And how does she know all these old private jokes? And it was like, oh, it's her. She just got a new account. Anyway, enough chatting. We got 3 thin grass, 1 quicksand. The 3 grottos show up. Or is mind of the nice art and dark bordered persuasion. 4 power plants and 4 towers. We got 4 maps, 4 stars, 4 spheres, 4 ancient stirrings. And one of the biggest notes playing this deck is just make sure you've got 1 or 2 pieces of Tron or ways to get it in your opening hand. Otherwise, you got to shove it back. 3 impulse, get you just about everything you need. 2 moments peace, prisms round out 4 spot. 3 assemblers, these guys are pretty cool. 4 mold drifters, 4 marauders. Yes, 4. Of course, I like this because it gains life, right? Wink, wink. I'm always into those kind of decks. And 2 wretched griffs, which look like some bad medical experiment. And I think there's supposed to be a isn't there a crusher main in this list, or did I just miss it? That's really weird. Maybe it's hiding way over here. Yep, there we go. thought I grabbed everything, trying to get everything lined up nice for you guys, and look what happens. Oh yeah, so there's one Crusher and 2 Thunders. In the sideboard, we've got a COP Green, 3 COP Reds, 2 Standard Bears, 1 Echoing Decay, 2 Chainer's Edicts, 2 Electroriggeries, Tranquility, and 2 more Crushers, and an Arrows. So yeah, Crusher main, that's right. It's all there. I was just, I thought I had everything nice and lined up to make everything aesthetically pleasing, and the Crushers were hiding. So anyway, guys, I kind of forgot how we did this last time. I'll hang out, and let me load up this deck here. I think it's under Tron and Olesh. There it is. Got it set up. So if one of you out there, I'll give it like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Shoot the breeze. If you're online, go ahead and challenge away. It's Deluxekoff. There isn't a... yeah, we'll go from there. Just kind of play around. Hopefully we I know it's a Saturday and people are probably gone and stuff, but it was just, I felt bad missing those shows, and I know we're going to be missing a few more because in about a week, a week from now, 6 days from now is the last show in November, because I'm going to be going to the Rags to Riches tournament. Got my hotel, got my airfare, got everything. So really excited about that. Going to be playing some version of Boros Bully, maybe. I'm really into that new Demir deck that just came out. That's really aggressive with the 4 Anglers and 4 Dazes and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. So, oh, thank you for that, Hods. No, I appreciate that. So yeah, anyway, well, I'm just going to, I'm going to play here and see what we can see. Wish it was a fan out there, but let's see what happens. Oops. Let's get this window right before we go here. This is weird. Oh, okay. Let's open these up here. Come on. Get just right. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we got one piece. We've got a sphere. We've got a way to find others. Yeah. We're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep this one. What do you say, Hods? Or Olesh, I should say. I would keep. All right, we'll keep this and go from here. Yeah. I've probably got, including the tournament that I crash burn, I've probably got 8 games with this thing. Really like the design. It's pretty cool. We'll lead with the sphere. Got no choice, really. I'll crack it for Stirrins next and hope for the best. One thing I've noticed playing this the little bit that I have is how fragile Tron is with its color sources. This one's probably a little bit better than most because it has so many of the add color lands, but I've noticed like prisms and stuff, boy, if they get messed with, you can get kind of locked up in traditional Tron anyway. This one's a little bit different. Oh boy. I mean, we're kind of forced to can't sit and wait. I'm pretty sure we're going to eat a Fey if we trip this. But I'm not going to eat a turn if we do that. Okay. I'm gonna play the prism now. Oh boy, what do you think? Do I drop the prism or do I trip it? Prism. All right, let's drop the prism. I guess it'll ask for a hard counter or a daze or something like that, right? But if you count resistant, we're going to be out of colors. But yeah, I didn't want to walk into a sprite there, so I'm glad we found 2 pieces of the puzzle there. Pieces of the puzzle. Yeah, that probably doesn't belong on this list, does it? Anyway, thank you for that, Olesh. Yeah, I remember that play around it. Interesting. Not quite sure what we're up against, but should be interesting. Syscoms, what's up? Yeah. If you are curious why we're here on Saturday, rewind. Well, I guess you can't really do that, right? Or watch it later on YouTube. Just finally got everything up and running. It's nice and robust, so we're all set. All right, let's go find some pieces and get some stirrings going here. All right, well, we don't need that. We don't need that. This is interesting. Probably the grotto. Yeah, glad we're in agreement. Any order's fine with me. We'll get our land right. And we can't really do much, can we? We're getting there. One more piece. It is pretty absurd and intoxicating when you achieve Tron and you're new to it like I am. I'm usually the victim of it, or I'm smashing it and trying to kill it before it comes online. But it's I can see why, you get to play really big things. What was it? There was a Pro Tour back when Kibler was playing, and remember he played Baneslayer Angel and a bunch of other things that at the time, the curve, it was like, who can play 5 casting cost stuff? And it was, you know, he had kind of a ramp deck, and then from then on, everybody was playing like the ultimatums, and it was like started kind of this new thing. Cards were always there, so Xenow, good to see ya. Kenwaku, we're only playing one game of Tron, so I won't bore you with my bad plays, but in the future, I will try to play this again in an actual tournament, but for now, this is all we're going to get. Yeah, this is not feeling too well. Well, we got to trip the Mole Drifter. I don't see another play here. So, let's do that. And we'll pull this. We'll evoke this. Hey. Oh, that's right. Got to pay for the mana first. I was like, hey, I've never seen that happen. Oh, is everybody else? Is the sound okay for everybody else? If more than one people are hearing that, then I'll have to address that. But at least it's getting through. Sound is good. All right. Must just be maybe wiggle your mic or jack or something like that. But yeah, definitely don't be shy to speak up if you're noticing any issues. That's another reason why we're not really throwing money at a tournament today, because I didn't know if everything was going to work right. I want to send out false alarms and do a test feed and throw it, and everybody's like, "You're streaming." Oh, no, you're not. So I guess I could do I've got another Phantom account under Deluxecoff when I thought Little Fight was going to be doing a 50-50 split with me on these broadcasts when we first started doing all this. But for as tech savvy as he is, game show software and that stuff, I think it was just a wee bit over his head. He, as I did the last few days, wasted many a days just trying things out. This is just kind of a traditional red-blue control deck. Probably got a ton of counters walking our way. I don't know if seeing Essence Scatter and the curve on this, if we're really going to have to worry about spell stutters. And even if it's there, I'm not going to worry about it because of this. Because it's our only play, really. I mean, I guess we could Rolling Thunder for, what, 2, 1? All right, it eats a hard counter. That's all right. But it'd be so fun to just drop the power plant right behind them and be like, sucker! All good, all right. Okay, here we are. I haven't seen that avatar yet, or looked up to see one. I usually don't look at avatars. And I'm not sure what I'm going to play tomorrow, or if I'm going to play in the challenge. Keep outside of that top 3 with Boris Boli. I think I got 33rd. I missed it by 1, the even money 2 weeks ago, and then last week just placed even money again. Speaking of Tron, that's all I saw. If you follow me on Facebook, I think out of 6 matches, 3 of them were Tron, and that's already kind of a 50-50 matchup. And yeah, it was just counterspells back in their hand. Man, this stream couldn't have started off any blah more as far as like, come on, let's get our mana right so we can start throwing out more than one threat at a time. Otherwise, we're just going to get pecked to death here. So, oh, Deluxe, there is only... Yeah, you're the one that said that earlier, though. So, but who said that sounds okay? Anybody else other than Olesh hearing... Oh, Hods, you got the same? All right, I'll have to look into that. I mean, I can't fix it live. Let's go like this. See if we can draw something. Oh, it's into the top 5 now? That's cool. Yeah, it's always near and dear to me heart. It's so cool. You got those little eureka moments and they pay off like that. It's not just a little flash in the pan deck. I'm surprised Heroic doesn't do a little bit better in the standings. I still don't think the optimal build of that has been found. You know, sometimes you're trying to create a monster, you know, make a creature like in Hexproof that's all awesome, and you think like, gosh, so many decks, they only got one color to deal with your threat, and man, Chow Mano can, whew, that can be nasty. Only left for me. Alrighty, alright, so let me, that is definitely only left. Weird. Sorry about that, guys. I'll have to let... I guess it's better than no show, though, but yeah, maybe there's some setting. Hopefully I just missed a little box and checked something that I shouldn't have. That's weird. All right, here we are. Gosh. Can we do anything here? Let's trip this for blue, just to draw a card mostly. And I'll play this. We'll try to impulse here. Got a moment's peace. Not going to need that. It's probably going to eat a counter spell. Because we didn't draw a land. I'm kind of trying to force this main. I know technically it should be end of turn, but I don't want to drop a whole other turn of this. Come on, we know you got your counter. There it is. Whoop. All right, and we're at 8 cards. What do you want to pitch? Probably the piece. Not like we're going to be eating that much trouble or damage here. Okay. Yeah, I know, Hods. Hey, it happens. It's just, it never happens when I'm playing against Tron, does it? All right. Yeah, once we get online, we'll be able to do some good stuff here. But, well, we want to lean on a creature here because I think we're running 3 of the fetch dudes. And we're not going to be casting that Crusher anytime soon. But that will seal the deal of the game. We've got redundancy in the Fangrim Marauder, so I'm going to pitch one of those. It's not out of the question that they might have Echoing Truth with the build that I've seen so far. It's pretty counter heavy, so yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll get a creature in the yard other than the Mold Drifter. All right, yeah, he seems pretty counter happy, but it's working so far. Counter, counter, counter. I think that was different art than the one that he went and fetched. So I think he's got another one in hand. Am I crazy? Who knows? Probably. Yep, I know, Nichols. That's totally my sentiment too. I'm just like even worse than that. So little aside. Oh, here's more count. You know what? This is boring. I'm gonna go off to game 2, especially because this isn't even a fan of Pauperganda or anything that we're playing. So get your decks ready. We'll try to trump them this time, but I'm just gonna fold it up there. Anyway, one of my old buddies from back, you know, when we actually in Paper World, I think it was like 2001, 2002, made a really aggressive Pro Tour run. He's really into it, and I think GP Oakland's really close to his house, so he's wanting me to come up there and help him train for Modern and all this stuff. So I was like, well, the only experience I have in Modern, gosh, it was like 6 years ago. It took a while to find the list too, but I just entered an event and I looked at the decks, and this is way long ago. I mean, the metagame's completely different now. But people still need lands. And speaking of Tron, there's a reason I'm bringing this story up. I dusted off my red-green land destruction deck in Modern and played to a 3-2 in my very first Modern league ever. Really, really salty people. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, everybody needs lands and they're coming. But of course, one of my losses was actually to Tron. It was like you said, Nichols. They just had it and it was just like, are you kidding me? It was like, and I had pretty decent pressure and land destruction, but just squeak out, you know, crop rotation tricks and fetching this and that. Anyway, all right, let's get back to this. We're going up against control. I don't know if we bring in much of anything here. Board out pieces. Yeah, that's a good call. I would have come around to that if I wasn't chatting so much. And add 2 crushers. Thank you for that, sir. It's nice to have you in the house. I can go like this and go with it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try those competitive leagues. I think her name's Kendra, the elf player. She's writing some really good articles on cool stuff. I think we've linked it to our Facebook page. She had an interesting take on it about it being like it's just going to be like the top tier decks because of, you know, the buy-in and stuff like that. And I was like, actually, that makes me want to play Rogue even more because that's if you rewind or watch or whenever we have really bad outings, I mean, it happens to every deck, happens to every player. But the majority of the time, I'm aiming for decks A, B, or C, and I've got it covered. But what happens? That first round, we run into somebody like us, somebody playing Rogue, and it's crash, burn, you know, the dominoes start falling. If I know for a fact I'm just going to face like Delver and Tron and stuff, it's like, I don't know how accurate that's going to be, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, I want to play first. All right, I got to start chatting. All right, we got 1, 2 stars. Boy, 2 crushers. I don't know about this. We got 1 piece of it. Ship it. Mulligan. Woohoo! Oh, man, at first I thought we were going to have it. All right. Yeah, we'll keep that. We got the colors right, and all we need to do is find 1 piece now. All right. Hey, look at that. Tell me what to do with that. We'll put that on top and go from there. So, yeah, the Deuce of Calamity is pretty awesome in Modern. It's quite the nice finisher to have when you're blowing up lands. All right. Pretty lands, I'll give them that. Let's get that prism out. I think we should probably, the map's going to be even more important than the prism here. Let's do that. Let's drop the map in case he's got an annul. Thank you for that, Hodds. The chat's pretty fast today. Right about when I'm about to ask, I see it come up. Thank you. Ooh, definitely nice to have my hand being held, if only digitally. Oh man, see, I've been playing Land Destruction so much. I started salivating when I saw that. Is it Boilerworks Girl? 2 for 1, 3 for 1 even. All right. Hey, oh, geez. Okay. Well, let's drop this. I don't even need you, sucker. I'm definitely gonna go grab. If we don't find anything good here, be nice if we drop the assembly worker dude. All right, it's another tower. We got another plant, so I think we should probably fetch the mine. Weird hand. Since we've got another tower, just in case he's got some sort of shenanigans, being able to blow stuff up. Let me see here. We've got 2 power plants. We need the mine. The mine. The mine. All right. Awkward. You look the art as well deluxe in the deck I sent. I'm not quite sure what you mean, buddy. Alrighty. Oh, okay. I figure with the prism out, but you're right. 2 sources would have been better. Mistake number 1. It won't be the last. So I actually heard back from Wizards. But it was negative about previewing a card for the new set coming out. They said they're just not doing it this round. So that was kind of a bummer. But hey, I was glad we at least heard something. So that was pretty cool. If that was true, Olash, I'd be the smartest man on the planet. All right. Well, I'm feeling good now. We've got the double prism here. Let's play it out. Little who was the scientist that first discovered the prism of light? It was Fraunhofer. That's right. Good times. Very awesome man. Joseph Fraunhofer. I think there was a Cosmos episode on that one. Had the Bavarian glassmakers back then. It was like this super high-tech stuff to get the crystals to be really pure back then. And poor guy spent his life in a, what do you call those? I guess just a big furnace, where they're making all this stuff back before there was codes for kids. And, he was pretty much worked to death when he was like from about 5 or 6 years old on. But boy, he became a master of prisms and glasses. So I always think of Fraunhofer when I check this dude out. Little childlike wonder. Ooh. All right. Okay. Hey, mana up over your ears. All right. I had a cool Tron layout, but in the last minute, the damn thing went bad. So, well, at this stage, I'll save the Fingraph for later. Let's attack. Got such a nice even split with the Tron lands here. Okay. Kablammy. We'll bring this out. I just get, man, prisms are that's such a good card. No wonder people play them so much. I'm really trying to shove Faithless Looting into my Pauper Land Destruction deck that's mostly green. Lean on Swirling Sandstorm and such. It could. Feels like we got this one, man. 2/5/5s. Maybe they're going to run for Threshold, speaking of Swirling Sandstorm, and hit us with a nice surprise there. I'll tell you guys, I'm a little worried about playing in real life. I almost never do it. So when I fly into Seattle, I'm going to get there like a day or two early and hit the store and just veg out and get some Red Bulls, sit down with some espresso beans and just play the hell out of the deck just so I can get kind of used to playing in real life. Probably have to buy some weird token cards and stuff. It's just little things like that. I'm like, what the hell's going to happen? Yeah, you're right there, Hods. We got to find our own finisher. We got to find one of our 3 crushers. Well, I'm not going to complain after last game. That was a really awkward base there. Those 5/5s, God, they just feel so out of reach. It's just like, you're out of here. I think I'm just going to trip this for the life and for the card draw. I'm going to play this. Yeah. I mean, we pretty much got everything, but I'm going to trip it for green. Just right now. We'll gain some life. And hopefully I'm just doing this for the draw, not the life. Ugh. Not so great. Yeah, I want to gain life. Always yes. Always heal. What a silly question. All right. Sure. Well, we went from no lands to all lands. Finicky at its best. In over a year, Nichols, man, try like it's been over a decade for me. I think Invasion Block was the last time I sleeved stuff up and had a steady run at something where I, had goals and nailed them. Back when I used to play my Mystic Snake deck. Yes, believe it or not, it had excludes and Mystic Snakes. Old Man Deluxe here was actually playing counterspells back then. Ah, who would have thought? All right, brainstorm up. That tournament way long ago taught me a lot about just consistency in a long day grind like that, and having the discipline to shove in that one more land. Nobody wants to shove in one more land. They want to play with new toys, but it's telling. All right. Well, didn't see much of anything to lean on. Hopefully we just get our Omog's Crusher. Yeah, I might do that, Nichols. I'm not sure. Life's in such kind of upheaval right now. Depends. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I don't know if the the competitive leagues will still go on. I think everything's kind of staying the same. It's just being an additional thing, so it's kind of like where the priorities got to be. But it seems to me like if you're serious about a deck, and you can take it to it, and it's time better spent there. I'm just happy that it's such a big, cool announcement with the Pro Tour benefit, and we this is rough. Well, we do have Impulse, and we can cast it to go find a piece of Tron. I think we keep this. What do you think? Olish says win. I can only hear. Yeah, we know, Mr. Duct Tape. I appreciate that. You would mole, really? We got Impulse. End of turn 2. We can go find something. All right, I'll listen. Mulligan. All right, 1, 2, 3. Kind of the same hand. Ooh. All right. So do we keep this? It's kind of the same sort of hand without the crusher. We do know about the audio in one channel problem. I had no idea so many people listen with like headphones. I just usually listen with my speakers out and stuff, so I probably wouldn't even be able to tell that. So I'm going to throw this out. Don't need that. Give us some good stuff here. Pop, 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 up. All right. 1-1. We'll see if we can close this out against Bozius, who has probably no idea we're streaming. This is our little community outing. No tournament, so if you're waiting in the wings, stand by. And when I give the signal, go ahead and challenge my player Deluxekoff, and we'll go into what would normally be round 2 of a fake tournament. We're just chilling here. A lot more laissez-faire sort of vibe of the day. All right. Hey, it took so long. Forgetting what turn it is. Did I play a land? Yeah, I did. I got next, says Nichols. Sweet. Let's do it. You are queued up then, my friend. So yeah, when we'll just go right into the second game, and I'll take our first break after the Nichols game, or if somebody beats them to it. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we should probably do that, where you just shout it out so that we don't get like 5 challenges and have to cancel, cancel, cancel. So, Nichols, you got next. Round 2. All right. Well, got a way to turn on that. Dang it. I was hoping we could, I saw that 1 mana up. I'm like, oh, wait, that doesn't work that way. Vanguard Marauders. They're just really big 5/5s. You draw Wild Deluxe. I'm telling you, it knows when I'm streaming, even when it's not for money. It's just like, oh yeah, here. Just throwing a bunch of like sand in the gears and stuff. Hey, we've got an opportunity here. Let's hit something. All right. So I'm thinking drop the star Impulse. I can run 2 assemblers and 3 Fangren in this deck. Impulse should help. Yeah, but I'm just, I want to trip that star just for the draw again, for the color. Let me do that. Oh, I see. Alrighty. Correct this for blue. Another little, my gosh, dang, these things sure like me. I think they got the memo that I like to gain life in Magic, but we'll just do them. No days, no days. All right. We've got a power plant already. Man, Expedition map looks good too. Obviously, I think we take the mine. Right? Yep. Alrighty. Any order. Make sure we played it. We did. All right. Appreciate this guy's patience. It's like bad enough to play a Tron player in a non-tournament setting, and then it's a slow one at that. Getting too chatty. Yeah, I sure wish this kind of luck on all my Tron opponents, because my goodness, you'd think that they have it in every single opening hand when I play them. What's really, I'll have to admit, gets me salty. I'll blow up like power plant, power plant, power plant, and then like they'll draw one, and it's like, are you kidding me? There's like 40 cards left in your deck, and you didn't use a map to get it, and it's like, ah. And of course, that's the turn. Everything, y'all know what that means, right? That's when all hell breaks loose, and they start recurring Marasas, and such a good deck. I love hating on it. All right. Oh, I'm gonna cast the Mole Drifter. Make him feel bad if he counters an evoke. He knows we're reaching here. All right. 1 counter spell down. Let's open up the yards. This is feeling like the first game did. It's that hiccup mana. That was the worst case scenario, Hodds, and it came to pass. One of these years it'd be pretty funny. We'll use somebody else's account. Like I'll log in as Hodds or Olesh or somebody, play this and end up getting like good hands and be like, ah, look, there's some weird algorithm. It's a ghost in the machine, I tell you. Wink, wink. All right. Come on, land. Any land will do. Yeah. I'm going to play this and trip it for green. The deluxe algorithm. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to call green just in case we find something. All right. Well, that helps a little bit. Let's go like this. By a little bit, I mean a very little bit. Come on, give me a land, give me a land, give me a land. Yeah, you jerks. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry about that, Syscoms. Enjoying epic games. Well, it'll get epic if I can drop or find a tower, I should say. Ugh. That would be interesting mechanic. Since blue has so many counter spells, it'd be interesting to give red a counter target land drop kind of spell. Of course, I'm sure wizards would never go for that, but it would be an interesting way to make permission into another color, or maybe green. Never mind, it's a bad idea. Yeah, Hodds. I mean, that's kind of what now. You know, I was ripping on myself, as I usually do, about how bad I was playing, but I actually, all those, when I did play the league, I was within like one swing, you know how it goes, or 1 point of damage, or the next card would have won it. that kind of thing. I was just having one of those days. All right, I'm thinking tap grotto sphere, crack the grotto for blue, see what happens. Tap grotto sphere, crack the grotto for blue. All right. Let's go with blue. Oh my goodness. So should I impulse now, or I think end of turn? He might tap out. I think it's better to we don't need to use this right now. Impulse now? I'd rather do it at the end of the turn. We know he's got a counter spell. He just brought it back, so maybe they'll do some draw. Okay. I'll just act like we didn't hit nothing. Come on, do some graveyard shenanigans and tap those islands. Damn it. All right, well, I could still impulse with the prism. Good times. I know I've said it before. This is the old impulse. I usually have the originals of most spells. The new one looks a hell of a lot like my mom if she was stuck in a magic card. It cracks me up. My father looks a heck of a lot like the guy from Brink of Madness. That's not too far off. All right. Speaking of coughs, I was trying to hoax my brother, Semi-Cough, the most successful Magic player in history, wink wink, into joining us today, but I think he's out doing manly things like building cars and stuff. He's like a real man, not some gamer. All right. Come on, tap your mana. I'm going to impulse at the end of the turn here just to get rid of that counter spell. Anybody disagree with that before I hit OK? Do it. All right, I got your blessing. Good times. What's up? Arch Naomi's in the house. Delia224. Good to see you. We know about the audio issue. I'm just glad that we're here. All right, pretty obvious we're going to drop the map. Do we have to reveal? Oh, it doesn't even reveal. Okay, we might be able to fake something out here. So yeah, obviously we're going to drop the map. All right, here we are. Here we are. And Delia, if you're ready to play, this is just the community day. So Nickel's got next game, but if you want to gear up something, if you're online and want to play, that's all good. All right, so I think I'm going to crack Stirrings, try to bait the counter, and then we'll drop the map. Hod says, I want third. All right. Cool. As long as everything's gearing up, I'm happy with that. So we're going to act a little desperation here and be like, Mother, may I with this? No, he's got the counter thanks to the Archaeomancer. Is that a girl or a very feminine face on this Archaeomancer? The hands look masculine. Oh, yeah, duh. Feminine. You can tell in the chest region. All right. Okay, sorry. Here we are. Okay, we've got a mine. Boy, this sure doesn't want us to find it, does it? So take the mine. All right, I'll grab the mine. Any order? I don't think they're falling for our little plan here. Play the map. Semi-Cough, the mythic 100% win rate. Yes. All right, well, at least we can get some blockers out in the self-assemblers here. This strange, very old school deck, our opponents. It feels like something from like 5 or 6 years ago, back when people played calcite snappers and stuff. It's funny you don't see that card anymore. Till someone top 8s with it, then it'll be the flavor of the day, right? Till then, it's trash. Thank you for that, Hods. Man, Johnny on the spot. And I think Little Fight's in the wings. He's like watching on his phone and can't really converse, so I think he's here more than you think, not just in spirit. All right. So Hods and Olesh, cool build. I know it's not showing itself here, but I've seen it work enough to know. But I was sitting there, you know, when you get this kind of huge mana, I was like, oh man, I'd keep the Marauders, but I was thinking, what's that? There's like some 5/5 blue guy with hexproof that's pretty badass too. I was just trying to think of like making like a huge infect list with like Urzatron lands and stuff where you can just kind of regenerate and stuff. Pretty cool. Not that one, but that's a good call. It's just a natural hexproof one. But yeah, that would be a nice plan of action too. Okay, boy, these mines sure like us. Well, might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll drop the assembler. Maybe this will wake up the shuffler. We're almost halfway through our deck. We've searched technically 4 times. That's cool. That's the one. Benefic Giant. Yeah, 4/5 Hex. Shoot, I thought it hit harder. That's my card optimism in real time. All right, and he's going to go get it. This is just a nibble deck. You got to respect the focus of not trying to have some big finisher or anything. It's just like, you know what? I'm just going to nibble people with my augurs and my archaeomancers and keep getting stuff from my yard. It plays kind of like a modern version of a Snapcaster Mage. So, yeah. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are aware of the audio issue, and I appreciate everybody letting me know. Hopefully next week we'll have it fixed. I'm just glad that everything's looking good. Minus Jackass in card frame. But, like I said, I was just felt guilty, man. I was like, a lot of you out there, I appreciate all the love and support, and it's like we're finally getting like pretty steady donations, and then it's like, you know, the feed dies. I'm like, wait a minute, this is like the worst time this could happen. All right. So we're going to play here. Boy, oh boy, I kind of want to trip that for Mole Drifter, but we know we're going to get a counter spell. And we don't have enough to do both. Son of a gun. What do you think? Trip that for Mole Drifter? Marauder, we know he's got a counter. It's just, you know, what he's going to... Yeah, you know what? Marauder's not a bad idea, because... Yeah, I like the Marauder plan. It's not like we're going to... He's got 4 counter spells. We might be able to do something with it, right? Very good. No, I think I would have come to that conclusion a lot quicker if I wasn't streaming, but I appreciate the... Get him out. Come on, counter spell. Let's go. Oh, no. He's going to get value. Oh, I thought he was getting... Exclude Us. That's the card I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll just keep dropping these guys, and he'll keep countering them. And fortunately, we've got about 7 turns left at the rate this is going. Boy, talk about a snooze fest. Control versus control. It's just like people. Thank goodness everybody's different. It'd get awfully boring if everybody just played aggro decks or just played combo decks. Gotta mix it up. Yeah, and my little outings, Bully just seems to be everywhere. Oh, clock just got a lot quicker. So I'm not going to be playing this for anybody just curious. This is where I'm only playing every round. I'm going to play a different deck. So it'll be a surprise. Jankier the better. So is anybody going to be joining me other than Nichols up at the Card Kingdom? I think he's confirmed he's going to be there. Be kind of cool to have dinner with some of y'all or meet up. Who knows? I just hope it rains like crazy. It's Seattle after all. Come on. Yeah, Hodds, I hear you. It's pretty far for me, too. It's about a 3 or 4 hour plane ride. Thank you, power plant. I'm so glad you're not a tower. Man. Yeah, he's just going to flicker here. Probably grab a bolt and just finish us off, depending on what we do. All right. We'll drop another dude here. Yeah, I'm going to go with my plan. Trip this. Well, we might get a Marauder if we do it that way. Darn it. Ah, shoot. All right. Well, get ready, Nichols. That's what I mean to say. Have y'all challenge already, because this will be a counter. Yeah, how is that up in Canada? Is it easy to get a passport, or is it tough? I know after all the 911 crap, it got a hell of a lot harder down this way. Yeah, Pauper and barbecue, oh, that sounds good. I know, I've got to get to Sweden. That's like my original homeland as far as my DNA is concerned. Never been. Every time I take a survey where those little crappy things are like, where should you live? Take this survey so we can data mine you for free. But it always says Finland or Sweden. But oh, crash, crunch, pow. All right, Nichols, let's do this. Hopefully it's not a snooze fest. Sorry to let you down there, Olesh or Hods, but I think you'll agree the either the deck or fate, or maybe a combination of the two, were against me. Pretty dry fall, says Nichols. I've only had a few days rain. It's cold though. Good to know, so I know how to. I'll dress warm. I'm always liking shoes or no shoes. My wife calls me a hobbit. I'm always walking around with just shorts on and such. All right, so I've got A1. I don't even know what this one was. I just call them A1, A2, and A3 in hopes that. Sorry about the jump screen here, guys. Good grief! Come on, screen, wake up. All right, you know what? I want to do this little wake up move here just so you guys can see. Usually this works. You drag this all the way over. It smacks. Sorry about the infinity screen. Then you pull over here. Oh, looks like it's the bully. I forgot that I put this in one. All right. You know, I like any hand with the loot and extra land, so we're going to keep this on the draw too. Bit of a slower roll hand, but we'll see how it goes. Can always pitch stuff. Yeah. I'll lead with this. All right. Well, we got this and this. I'm going to sack the wilds and the mountain. Just keep like that. Go from here. And then our mana was perfect. Got a little backup bolt for shenanigans. Hopefully Nichols isn't listening. Not like there's much on the line here. All right. It's the classic battle. Boros versus Celestia. Here we are. Okay. Well, we don't have much to do, so we might as well thin some stuff out. Or not. I'm going to lean on this. Might just trip that for the looting, depending on what we draw next turn. Yes, I'm Tron cursed. Ooh, that deserves to be shot down. Something fierce. EOT, baby. In the turn. It is fun, though, designing for Modern. My buddy's trying to crash the Pro Tour with a new build, and so I'm spending actually a lot of time looking at these strange cards that have like silver and gold in this spot. All right, well, at least he's not gaining life out of it, and our journey will work next turn. That way we can trip the wilds, and then we'll be set to go. It's funny how I'm such an aggro player, but Bully can play pretty slow. But it's kind of like a slow inevitability where you're just like, oh, here it comes. I think I'm gonna save that firebolt. So let's drop the journey. Very good target indeed for this. We'll pick this up. Always favor white on these occasions, but since we've already got the 1 and the 2, I'm still gonna do it. There's a bit of double white in the birds, but other than that, blammy. Pauper or bust in the house. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, your text was really dark on my side, so I was so slow to pick that up. I always thought like right now Nichols is in yellow, Delia's in purple, Olesh is in green, and then Pauper or bust is like this super dark blue, and I always thought everybody's screen kind of looked the same, and it's like, nope. What are the odds it's got another vines? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to pop stuff. I don't think our sentinels are going to see much action here, so I think we're going to try to firebolt if we don't draw anything better, and then just loot. Maybe even ditch our dude. Hey, there's one of ours. Let's see if we can pull even here. Change of plans. We'll go like this. He's probably got a journey of his own. You can't play Seeker. He looks too much like me. I'm in the purple, though. No leagues today, Pauper Bust. We are just doing that casual thing that was such a hit last time, where we just chime in, and I forget who's up next. I think it's Olesh, right? Olesh or Hods. But we still have, I think, the 4th and the 5th game open, so if you want to log into Magic Online and claim it in the text here, bring your best, bring your worst, whatever. It's just kind of one of those casual days. It serves a lot of purposes. One, it was really popular the last time we did it, and two, I didn't know if this feed was going to work or not. I was very sure it was going to work, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So I was like, well, let's do a Saturday show and just kind of make it a Bob Ross chill fest. So minus the hair. All right. Things are looking strange. I'm considering, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't have to ask for advice on this deck. I built it. That's a bad way of thinking, though. You can always learn, even if it's something. Actually, a lot of times you can kind of catch yourself being stuck in your own ways and stuff. Sometimes it's fun to see other people play, and you're like, oh yeah. Like when I think it's Jessness. I've didn't have journeys in my original list or fetch lands. I had Ash Barrens. I guess those are fetch lands, but I learned the value of them. I just like seeing them more often than not over the Ash Barrens. And then the Journey, that new Delver list, outside of going a bunch of like snow-covered crap, it's pretty hard to beat that list, that fast Demir list with the 4 Dazes, the 4 Anglers. So we're resetting our life here. We've got looting next. We've got stuff to pitch it to. So this is kind of usually where the game churns. Boros Bully can come out crazy fast, as you all know. But a lot of times it's more of this kind of mid-rangey, and then bloop, you're dead. It's like, wait a minute, I was at 38 life. It's like one swing. So it's another reason its popularity. I'm running a different list that's got Flaring Pain and no Graveyard Hate. I just, man, you guys all know, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I ran 4 Relics and 4 Macabre, and it still wasn't enough. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to use Pyroblast and lean on Flaring Pain for the mirror matches and for Moment's Peace and such, and go from there. All right. Here's our dudes. Let's fill up our hand. All right. Yeah. It is relaxing when you don't see red or black across from you. It's like, oh, okay. Our stuff's going to live. And just like that, I keep calling these in my mind, I call these mulligan hawks now. I just love it. How many times they fix my hands. It's like I'll mull to 4 and then it's like, Squadron Hawk, thank you. It's like, look at this. It was a good hand after all. Just battling in the practice room against viewers. Yeah, Shiraz, I don't think we've ever faced off. A little fight. It's often Johnny on the spot with his brews, but this kind of feels like it's getting away from us. Maybe he's running Rally the Peasants. Come in for a nice surprise swing. Yeah, those Palace Sentinels aren't looking too good. I'm going to need another Seeker here. I'm not regretting that trade, though. Alrighty. 6 is the sweet spot because you can flashback, can double rally. And obviously right now, he's probably putting us on a, what do you call? Prismatic Strands. That's what I'm talking about. My favorite card of all time. Nope. And let's go from here. We'll set up for it next turn. See if we can do it. Actually, he'll be at 1 life. That won't be enough, will it? That's 20 damage next turn if he attacks with Birdie. Of course, counting this in, we will have enough. All right. Here we go. And if you're all curious, because it is kind of a hodgepodge show, I'll show you that modern deck, or at least where it sits now. Now I'm considering trying to maybe use Broodbraid Elf because I can, kind of walk right into another land destruction spell. It's a staggering variety of decks. It's a lot like Pauper, but just really pricey. And you might ask, where did I get the funds for that? Well, when I used to grind a lot more often, I would just sell off my winnings, and I got enough to pretty much buy all the modern and legacy staples over time while still kind of riding the gravy train of going infinite. It gets lean once in a while, but so it's kind of neat. You blink, you don't play modern for a year or 2, 3. You're like, hey, I've got 6 of these and I only need 4 of them. Wow, they're $80 each. Here. So that's how I roll. Where do I get the funds for that? You don't. Yeah, I think if you really know what deck you want, you might be able to kind of pick and choose and slowly build things together. But all right, we've got a hawk problem. The hawk problem has been solved. Let me think this through. Pull green. I like that play. You know what? Let me, I'm going to loot. I think I'm going to keep the strands for a surprise. Boy, I'm glad we didn't draw that. I'm going to sit back. Hey, fun 18. Good to see you, my friend. In the house. Nice bright orange letters, at least on my end. All right. This Nichols strange. What is this? A bunch of humans and stuff? Oh, man, it's going to ruin the surprise. I was hoping to catch that. Well, regardless. Let's save our birds. Good card. Perfect timing. Epic Confrontation is going to keep his dude alive. Darn it. No green for you. Prismatic Strands needs to be banned, I tell you. Okay. A little bit of a punt there. Oh, I thought I said... Oh, so on my end, that looked like he was targeting Carapace Forger. That's why I let it through. Weird. All right. Oh, shoot. So I'm going to be taking 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Yeah, I saw he played 2. But the way the interface was, I swore it was on the Forger. So I'm like, okay, the damage has been prevented. Okay, well, Strands might not be enough here. We've got 15 in our hand, but then we're dead. So that sucks. Let's reunion. This is the scenarios where I've been playing this because my sideboard's really slanted against elves, and I need Threshold pretty regularly. So I'm not quite sure if I like the Cathartic Reunion. There's scenarios like this where it's like, God, it would be so much nicer to just pitch 1 card and get 2 3s a lot. But sometimes in early against control decks, it's a really valuable card. So, all right. Yeah, he saw my double rally. This is definitely not the surprise value it used to have, especially that first outing. People were like, huh? Wait, I'm dead? All right. Well, that works out pretty good. We don't have anything there. I need the life. I'm going to play this. Let me see. We've got Prismatic. Let's go here. I'll kill the Glint Hawk later. Let's do this. In case he's got blue for echoing or something. All right. I'm going to have to sacrifice some dudes, but at least we've got a little bit of a presence here. I know that now, Hods. Yeah, I wish I knew it then. I'd have another hawk in my hand. Darn it. Could have probably closed out the game, but it would have affected his attack if I flashed that back. So, all right, he's got a little defense dude here. Hopefully he forgets about the Prismatic Strands and just runs at me with Carapace Forger, trying to keep his little air attack alive. We all know he's not going to do that, though. Nichols, the man famous for White Nickel, one of my very favorite white aggro brews, and I would probably have played it at the Seattle event coming up if I didn't stumble upon my creation of Boros Bully. All right. This is feeling all right. Let's get rid of these good creatures. Just make them a little worried here. No creatures for you. I'm happy to chill. I wonder what faithful looting would be like. Like, I guess you'd have to belong to a church of thieves for faithful looting to be a thing. Curious. All right. Man. So forgers are out of control. Giving me way too much respect there, Nichols. Come on, take my head off. Could be worried about the threat. There's too much stuff going on here for me to drop that Sentinels. But I will loot because I don't want it, so I'll pitch it. That's cool. Let's get crazy. I'll wait yet another turn because we might just draw into another rally. This way I've got a whole lot of defense. Faithful looting depends on the perspective, I guess. That's kind of a weird, like, how does this all work? We'll wait till next turn to smash. Watch, he's got a fog. We'll just be like, son of a bitch. Don't be playing those lands. Keep them in hand. Make me think you got something, baby. All right, well, I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to quadruple block twice and take care of all these green guys. Unless he's got some technology set up. Let's make absolute sure I still have it in my yard. I do. It's right there. 4 and 4. That's all I can do. Okay. Oh, you know what? He might have... I shouldn't have done that. If he's got vines, he's got the game. I can't let all those go. If he's got vines, he wins. Good play. I should have seen it. Oh, well. We've already seen vines once. He's almost halfway through his deck. Probably a pretty good chance he's got another one. Oh, okay. I think that was a little minor punt on my end there. I think vines could have done it there. So, Swirling Sandstorm might be good here. I was just having too many close games with elves, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to shut the door. Electricity is nice. The Blazing Volley is nice. With as aggressive as this gets Threshold, and with anglers everywhere, I think 2 Sandstorms in the side's a pretty good call. All right. I've got no idea. I'm going to lose. I have 1 Luma Thread main. I'll give you guys a chance to look at the list as it sits now. I didn't see. There's no reason to bring in any enchantments so far. I mean, he is playing a pretty enchantment heavy color. Flaring Pain might be nice, just in case he's got. He's probably going to bring in his own set of stuff. There's a few too many creatures, too many flyers. Sentinels are great against control. I don't really like them otherwise, and I pitch them. So I'm going to lose both of them here. I'm just going to bring in a Sandstorm and 1 Pain. Well, wait. That's right. We lost that too. So, you know what? If I brought this in, it'd be pretty funny for vines. Who knows? I don't know what his deck is. Nichols always got some pretty cool designs, and I'm sure there's some enchantment in there. Maybe that'll throw a little wrench in the works. So, got quiet in the chat, guys. Hopefully I'm still broadcasting. As cheesy as that sounds. Got a new little ant show coming up at our first break. And Wiki Bear is going to stop by and say hi for break 2. And then we got some Little Fight bloopers. I made sure it was okay with them to show. They're pretty funny from back when we did our show. All right, good times. Fun. We're just playing casual, man. But we crashed pretty hard with Tron. It just didn't like me. And everybody saw the proof. All right. We're going to... I don't really feel like we're the aggro here. I'm going to keep this. We get to draw. I got pitch targets. We've got looting. I mean, if you got both your colors and looting, it's pretty hard to say no to any hand with this. Wiki Bear! MGT LaFontaine. Nice. Oh, yeah, LaFontaine I knew was a really good voice announcer. Any relation? He's the guy that did the In a World and made all that stuff so commonplace it became a joke. All right, we'll pitch this now. I mean, there's a scenario there where it's like, it seems like Ash Barrens might be superior. You could drop a plains, go fetch, whatever. But with Threshold and stuff, there's just some scenarios where I liked it better than Ash Barrens. I know Ash has that kind of new card smell. I mean, it's about a year old now. The voice of doom. That's right. I'm not quite sure. If you're talking about the Marvel or a comic movie, I know there was a Doctor Doom. I don't know if he voiced that, but now out of the woods now. I'm going to loot before I draw anything. All right. We got cat, we got peasants. And there could be some heat. He's got a fast start, so we play 4 strands for a reason. It looks like too much, and it is for a reason, so we can throw it out. Our mana's right, so I'm going to keep the Screech. And as tentative as it was last time, I'm gonna throw Rally out just so maybe it'll buy us a few turns of respect. Who knows? This man is feeling good. So yeah, the Tron matchup still is a little chancy. Elves got a lot better with the Swirling Sandstorm, but make no mistake, still lose to it sometimes. What really was frustrating was on last Sunday, I think I got in the 20s, or it was even money, but I think it was the very last round, I faced Mezel, and I'm like, yes, finally I get to play Delver, and he got me. Kind of drew clunky the whole time, and let's not mince words, he's a damn good Delver player, probably the best there is. And so, but that was frustrating because we all know how much I like to aim at Delver in all my builds, so can't win them all, but man, sure looks like you can when you play this, and then when it doesn't happen, you're like, son of a gun. But that's what makes the game so great. I love it so much. All right. We're sitting here with this. I think I'm going to... We'll use our strands to get rid of that Forger. Movie ads, etc. Yeah, he was pretty into him. Corner of the market. One of the best voice actors I've ever known is Mark Hamill, the Luke Skywalker actor. That guy is easily the most diverse voice actor ever heard. You wouldn't think it, but man, after all the Star Wars movies, he sure made a wonderful career. He played the Fire Lord in the Avatar cartoon series, and I didn't know that till it was long over with, and I watched it again, and I'm like, because a lot of times you hear somebody's voice, even if it's really impressive and different, it's like, yeah, they're still in there a little bit. But man, that one I was like, holy crap, that was burly. All right, so I'm going to just block with this, barring any tricks. I'm going to call green, and at the end of the turn, I'll bolt. I said tap. Let's go. We'll say green. We're only going to take 1 with this scenario because we're going to gain the life off the cat. And then, depending on what we see, hopefully a nice tap out, we will go Zappo. Get rid of his fatty. Now we got food for the Skyfisher, and we're going to start resetting our hand. Go from there. Skyfish, such great artwork. I think I'm going to go a little crazy when I get to Card Kingdom. I have quite a few Pauper cards. It's like I don't have many real cards in life, but when I sold my whole collection years back, got quite a few grand for it, I used, I don't know, like 100 of it on a certificate. This is back when Pauper was super cheap too. And I bought like 5 or 6 kitchen table decks, just had them shipped to me, and I was ready to go. And so I've got quite a few, but I think I'm gonna go a little crazy and come back with quite a few cards. All right. Well, mana would have been nice, but I'm not going to complain. We're going to start ruling the skies here. We drop another land, we'll be okay. I'm going to do this just out of habit. All right. And attack. My God, I love this deck. Even when it draws kind of blah. We've got the option. I mean, we could definitely, if we don't draw a land, we could just loot, and we'll pretty heavy odds we're going to find one then, so. And that's the one thing I don't agree with a lot of the bully lists is the Theremin Inspector. Just I like the Monarch call because it's really it is a game changer against Tron if it comes up and it sneaks through. Those are games you win. Drawing 1 card with 4 lootings and all the other things. I don't know. I don't want to pitch it to the yard. I don't want to do much of anything with it. Okay, well, this is what's beautiful. We'll just loot here. You know, it might be better to loot from the No, I've got targets. I'll loot from here. I was considering looting with this one, but... Well, that's nice. Let's not lose all of them. We'll lose these two. Grab this guy. We'll go get our little screechies. Caw! Watch, he's got sandstorm tech or something. That's what that one green held back is. It's like, no! Man, that card used to see play all the time. Boy, mana sure doesn't want to be found. Odds are we'll get it next time. Let's not forget we got a rally in the board. Representing lethal. I've got 18 on the board as it sits now. I've got my eye on a huge pauper paper collection on eBay. Problem is, I got loads of stuff already. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can't cut a deal with them. They're like, hey, can you not include these? And then we'll go from there. Considering a little double block here. We've got plenty of air power. That's folly. It'll go like this. That's one of the big misconceptions with Boros Bully. Fill up your hand. You want to pitch stuff because we have 4 cards in our hand, right? But if you look, let's call 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Playing with 8 cards. Say that about a lot of graveyard stuff, but I dig it. Boy, he's getting really tentative here. I still want to just kind of wait. I'm going to wait. I'll pull this off. Not many sweepers in these colors, so I'm going to go all in here, but with my attack, I don't know. I have a feeling either we're going to hit strands. Hopefully not a sandstorm. I mean, we've got prismatic, so not much can go wrong here, but I'm expecting a fog effect. Oh, guess not. All right. Or he's probably, if he has one, he's like, oh crap, gotta use that rally. But minus red or black mana, I don't have much to fear here outside of sandstorm. And so I'm gonna bring that up in the chat just in case somebody's a little lost on what that card is. It's not swirling sandstorm, it's just sandstorm, costs 1 green. I think Arabian Nights was the first set that was in. Okay. Yeah, he's really representing Prismatic Strands math. Thank you for that, Shiraz. So we can just keep nibbling. Nibbling the bits. I'm just going to kind of keep him honest here. Throw that in the yard and that in the yard. Draw some more cards. I'll throw that in the yard and that in the yard. Play this. Gain some life. And I'll attack, tack, 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 tack. I want to double block those inspectors. I'm just going to nibble them. Yep, I know Jose Prio. That's why I'm not tripping the rally too. Just kind of hard to have strands be a surprise anymore, especially on my end. There's 2 on my yard. Watch, he trips some red source. Electric, it's like, yowza. Oh, all right. Well, now I will go all in. He's got 3 blockers. Well, let's call it 4 blockers. So, 3 times. Yeah, we got it. We can journey something too. That'd be pretty fun. We'll say, journey nowhere on a bird. Too bad we're not playing Skyfisher. We'll pull it like this. Oh no, he's got the alrighty, let's just attack with everything. Make him use the strands. Got all ahead of myself there. It's like, hey, you idiot, he has strands too. Bam! There it is. Odds on having another one? Who knows? Probably pretty high. Well, let's bring this out for a little protection. And we'll play the cat too. Nope. And I whine about it all the time, but it is very hard to try to entertain and broadcast and play at the same time. At least for me it is. Hopefully it doesn't show, but stuff that's just like so easy. A lot of times you find yourself screwing up, hiccuping. Especially when you try to play Tron, right, Olesh? Yeah, prismatic. One of the only reasons I don't like playing against Affinity, there's you'll have like 4 wins in a row with Boris Boli, and then you'll like lose 3 in a row, and it's those heavy Mern Forcer draws. Try prismaticing that. Damn colorless spells. Yeah, no, yeah. That is definitely true, Olesh. I definitely like the power. I like all that part of it, but boy, oh boy. Okay. He's coming on over for 2. There's no, he might have fog, but I'm going to risk it. Mostly because we're going to gain the life back with the cats. Maybe gain 6 life back. We'll see. All right. I like this play 1, 2, 3. We'll trip it now. I always like to play this as a sorcery. I think I've been over as to why, but. And if it's a fog and he attacks back, that's 2, 4. That's all right. Yeah! See if he's got a fog. Or Holy Day. I guess it could be. There's actually probably about 9 cards it could be. So the block's a good suggestion. Here come the birds. 18 gets through. Or does it? Now if he's got Sandstorm, I'll feel like a jackass because I should have kept 1 back. Right, Jose Perillo? Alright. Stuff like that I wouldn't have done in a real tournament, but what you gonna do? We're here to just have fun. Alright. Nichols, let me see what it... Oops. Probably just GG. Okay. Well, hey guys, I'm going to take a bathroom break. I think, Olesh, you're up next, so just be ready, my friend. And we'll be back right after this cool thing about magical ants.
Near the not-so-fluffy carpet of the forest floor, one of the most remarkable farmers in nature is busy at work. The leafcutter ant carefully dissects living leaves weighing up to 20 times its body weight. He will join his fellow ants in the long march back to his hidey hole. Good job, Terence. That is a good leaf. Milo, Angie, well done. Good, Katie. David, come back, David. That's poop. This caravan of leaf-cutter ants is truly a spectacle. From the tree's perspective, though, imagine being you standing still while ants walk by carrying little tips of human fingers, and perhaps a snippet of nipple, or some foreskin, or a piece of upper lip. From that perspective, it's f***ing horrifying. David, I'm serious, that is actually poop. Of course, the question remains, what the farmer's mother do they need all those leaves for? Are they assembling a perfect replica of the forest underground? Perhaps the earth is a giant piñata being stuffed. Or perhaps the ants are just playing a large game of leafy who's an asshole. It turns out that the leaves are transported back to their little hidey holes down into the ground to fungus chambers, which is a good name for a band, by the way. There, the leaves are processed to become food for fungi of the family Lepiataceae. They have to be picky, though. Not all fungi can be harvested. Some fungus, like cordyceps, zombifies its host, causing the ant to climb to a high place and grab tight, while the fungus sprouts a freaking spore from its head. Which is crazy, and a terrible, if slightly cool-looking way to die. Inside the leafcutter's nest, though, the processing to turn leaves to fungus food is intensive. Worker ants of various sizes cut and puncture and pulverize the leaves, even discharging fecal liquids to help break them down into suitable pieces for their fungus farms. Finally, the resulting fragments are gently rocked into a network of fungal filaments. These fungus gardens then produce nutritious and swollen hyphal tips that grow in bundles called staphylae, which in turn feed the ants and their young. This incredibly complex relationship is the result of nearly 50 million years of coevolution. These fungi gave up the ability to create spores and are utterly reliant on the ants to survive. By comparison, 50 million years ago, the major social breakthrough for our ancestors was learning how to throw poop at each other and then laughing about it. It's still funny.
Is that a Kraken? Sure is.
Don't worry, Hopper's got you covered.
And you saved hundreds when you switched.
Okay, cool. And he's really destroying my car.
How do you know it's a he?
We're on a mission to save you money.
And we are back. All right, challenge away. I think it's odds up or Olesh. I'm getting you too confused. Darn magic siblings. Yeah. Well, let's do this. I think I've got a 2, whatever deck that is. I did it a few hours ago, so we'll see. Anyone ready? Don't want to upset anybody, but I don't want to stare at a strange screen either. Challenge away. I should be. All right, Hods, let's do it. Show us how Tron's probably done. You're going to crush me with it, right? I don't know what the deck is. I did a few hours ago, but that's why I like to... So I'm in a little bit of surprise, too. I'm just like, huh? It's probably one of my favorites. I don't think there's many more serious ones. I know... Sorry about the bully there, Nichols. I usually kind of lean more towards tier 2 decks on these community things, but I just like playing it so much that I can't help myself. Okay, Hods, challenge away, my friend. And hopefully we get something going here. Yeah. Oh, by the way, a little note to self if this kind of stuff happens. If you guys are into mentalists, not so much magicians, but really cool mentalists and like the power of the mind. I've always been obsessed with, what do you call that? The placebo effect. There's a guy called Darren Brown on Netflix. He's got like 3 or 4 specials. Highly recommend him. Very, very cool. Game up and swole wine. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Alrighty. Let's join it with a 2. See, I'm looking for Olesh this whole time. I'm sorry. It's the one thing I wish I could change. Is if everybody had the same username. Like I said, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because Pauperganda here and Deluxe Scuff online. So I know I'm guilty of it too. Come on, screen. Work with me here. Yeah, what the hell is this? Looks like more looting fun. I thought you'd say Darren Brown. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. That was a good one. Fun. All right, yeah, we'll keep this. Bum, bum, bum. Too many lands. Well, thank you for that. All right. Hods is in the house with a different name. Strange as can be. Let's do this. Looks like some sort of blitz red, go for it all strategy. Now we'll see. White border. You had to do that, Hods. Oh, you bastard. Oh, man. All right. Well, this is a pretty easy loot. So we only need about 2 lands in this whole deck. So that's why I love the deck so much. We'll kill these guys. We'll drop this dude. Probably turn it into a rebirth next. Go from there. Oh, sorry for the mic hit. Sacrilege. And he's rubbing it in, right? If you caught the very top of the show, I used the artwork for this and the little guy, the humanoid standing next to Karn is saying today's show will begin shortly. Check that out. 2 sources. Got him out already. What a stud. All right. I kill that and kill that and I can loot. That loot's not that good right now. I don't want to... That's not much of a plan, is it? Let's kill this. Or maybe I'll loot out of boredom. Nah, I'll wait. I don't really have anything to throw out. I'm still going to do it. Loot! Can at least throw some lands. Kill this, and probably this. We don't have another version of it. All right. Glad I didn't draw those. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8 next turn. Got a 2-turn clock here if everything goes right. But he's got 2 main deck Moment's Peace if indeed this is the same deck, which I think it is. Did I miss WikiBear? Nope, it's up next. Manic Fold in the house. Just got in from a hockey game. This looks hard. Okay. Yeah, we're just doing a nice little fun community league. Actually, I think the next game's wide open. So if you want to play on the stream live against me, just chime in the chat. Call your spot. I think we've got 2 more spots open. The next 2. And we'll go from there. Representing that. Alrighty. Let's drop the Instigator. Crash on over for 3. Try to catch him outside of Moment's Peace math. Once we drop that Bushwhacker. My battery's almost dead as this comes. Hope to catch you later. Thanks for this surprise. Oh, you bet. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Hopefully we're back in action next Friday and the left channel bug will be fixed, but I'm just glad everything's looking all right. So, yeah, WikiBear's up next, and I need to know if any of you want to play. Otherwise, I'll just randomly play somebody in the way, and we'll go from there. I thought there was one other person lined up. All right. You can repeat, too. I'd rather play one of you than just a stranger. That kind of feels weird. All right, here we are. That's cool. He's got it up. I'm going to play like this. It's going to keep holding back just in case there's really want to get through that Moment's Peace. I love WikiBears. Yeah, I wish Conan O'Brien is so talented. I'm so surprised he's not the Tonight Show host. Nothing against Jimmy Fallon, but his humor is definitely right on par with mine. I love how ridiculous his show is. So, yeah, it's all on him. I wish they would bring it back. There's only like 6 or 7 skits, and I mind them all, believe me. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Fires are pretty far away from us. My family and friends in Sacramento, however, are pretty much just, I mean, the sky's just black still. It's only like 40% contained still. It's just like, yeah, my goodness, I just can't get over a fire of that size. We'll say no on this. It's time to pitch a Bushwhacker here. He's having the same draw I did. I know where there's no counter magic, so he's got Moment's Peace. It'll at least let us know he can slow roll, not bust out the Bushwhacker next time. Oh, this reminds me of playing Deluxe Red. It's one of my very first creations. Kiln Fiend and Empty the Warrens and Bushwhackers. Whew, that was a good time. Show me Moment's Peace. Yeah, Thalia, let's do it. That'd be nice. We've never played together. Are you officially gonna chime in with the spot? Oh, he's got it. Son of a gun. All right. Well, we know we're gonna hold back the Bushwhacker next turn. Say for sure. It's a little vague. Got him up against the ropes, feeling like Rocky. Pow, pow. Let's go. Yeah, but down here the fire's pretty far away. We only had one day where we could smell them pretty good. It was like, I think the day after it, when it was all over the news and it just started. But yeah, but boy, quite a bit north of here. It's pretty grim. Well, we've got plenty of stuff to kill with. Definitely not going to be playing the Bushwhacker. I think I'm going to just, I won't lean on looting so much here. We've got answers. I don't really have sweepers. Yeah, make sure there's no white borders either, Thalia. All right, so Thalia's got next. And we still need one for the very last round. Or not. I mean, I guess we could call it after that. I tend to try to keep the shows at about a 5-game thing, so it resembles a bit of a league, but I guess we don't have to, but we'll play it as it goes. But if you're in the chat, yeah. Oh, I was chatting too much myself. I should have played a creature. Oh, well. Actually, might better just hold back at this stage because he's got to trip. Trip the piece. Oh, I'm just glad software's back up and running. This new version minus this little audio hiccup is beautiful. There's a lot of little things, like every time I would roll to a video and use my switchboard, there'd be like little hiccups in the old version, and they got worse and worse over time, and all these little ghosts in the machine, and those are all gone now, except for one, the left channel bug, but hopefully that's not the software and it's something on my end that I just clicked yes instead of no or something. Pretty early impact drivers. All right, we really like seeing this now because it gets around Moment's Peace. Okay, come on. Here we are. I guess we'll fight afterwards. Casey's got, this isn't the exact same deck, and he's got some sort of trick up his sleeve outside of the Moment's Peace in the yard. Problem with all these lands in Quicksand and the old art lands, sometimes you got to really squint to see, do they have Tron? We got a tower, we got a power plant, and a mine. Yep, they've got it. I didn't even remember that happening. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's do this. War Marshal, one of the best 2-drops in the business. Is there a business? Yeah. All right. Well, we got him next turn for sure because the War Marshal, we're not going to pay for that, which will trip it, and then we'll play Bushwhacker, and even a Moment's Peace won't save him because that'll be 2 damage. Of course, all he's got to do is find one of his 4 Fangren Marauders. He's already about 20 deep into his library now, so not out of the woods yet. And boy, when that thing, I've played it just enough to know this is the kind of deck it can win against right now. Like, you drop a Fangren, you start tripping stuff, it's like 15, 20, 30 life. It's like, oh my god, talk about shutting the door. So many decks do that well. Gotta respect that life gain. That's something I haven't seen in Modern since back when I played, what was that, 6 years ago or something, was, remember they had, that's where the term Soul Sisters came from. They had that really heavy life-gaining deck. There's that 1/1 that has flying, and I think if you have like 30 or more life, it becomes like some 6/6 flyer or something. I'm probably butchering the rules on it, but yeah. Alrighty, got that one down. Let's go round 2. He did achieve Tron, unlike me about 4 out of the 5 times I've played it. Okay. We'll go to the sideboard here. Let me try to think. There's some echoing tricks. We've got, I guess I should go over the list. I'm running 3 Hordling Outburst, 3 Massive Raids. I like them as an instant. Mob Justice is a really good call here too, but just a little end of turn here. We could probably play, what was that, Goblin War Strike too. Just a bunch, 2/2s, Impact Tremors, Instigator, our package of artifacts, just the Furnace, 4 Thopters and 4 Walkers to fuel the Kildatha Rebirth. And then whenever we draw more than 2 lands, we just pitch it. Oh, it was Nichols. You just, my tokens list, that's still pretty, you just got to defend them, go wide. I mean, I wouldn't want to see that against Boros Boli. It'd stay alive too long. All right, I got to focus here. What the heck am I doing here? All right, I'm going to bring in Goblin Caves. Take out 2 Massive Raids. And yeah, the reason I'm leaning on this over the aforementioned ones is this is just number of creatures. It's not just goblins. So I'll lose a Walker. No, that's folly. What should I do? Oh yeah, duh. Let's bring in that. Sometimes I'm a bit dense. Take out this. And I'll take out one of these. Let's go. There needs to be a payoff. Yeah, that was what often makes me play Rally the Peasants as a sorcery is especially back when I was playing my the white tokens build, I was noticing that getting countered a lot. What is it? Charge, Rally the Charge. I'm forgetting the name of it. But there's like 12 cards that do the same thing. That's all +2/2 to everything, and like 4 of them are sorceries, and then there's the instant one. So, okay, well, we've got plenty of lands. I'm gonna feel like a fool if I'll keep this. We're on the draw. All we need is 2 lands for this deck to really work well. 3's nice, but after that we just start pitching stuff. So I'll keep this. I don't think I've ever even played this. I just built it and was like, oh, this is interesting. It could probably be improved a lot. This is probably one of those late night brews with too much wine from long ago, but we'll see. Looked interesting. Wouldn't play it in a league. It's got a recipe of 1-4 written all over it. That's never stopped me before. RIW Hobbies. Hey, just stopping by to show some love. Thank you so much for that. I get your Facebook feed all the time. I'm always trying to share it when I can. And very cool store. Wish I lived there, man. I'd get a bunk bed and never leave you alone. All right, here we go. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, rare Saturday show. Had a lot of technical issues, but we'll be back in action this coming Friday. But today's our little community get together, playing fans. So good times. Yeah, Olesh, you said it all. All right, look at this. Tron. White mana Tron. He can't win. Tron can't win when it's white bordered. That's just wrong. There should be a book of Pauper, like some old ancient text tomb, and that'll be like in the first 3 commandments, something about white borders. You know what's really got me upset, guys? So I'm going to play in Seattle. I've been wanting to do this, the whole time I've been playing Pauper. I'm like so excited. I ordered my own custom-made sleeves, going in full, riches mode for rags to riches, and there's no one on earth that builds or makes them with a black inside. So my black bordered cards, if you look closely, will have white borders. It's like, oh. So I'm considering, because I have black sleeves they're just jet black. I might just play those over the Pauperganda swag that I designed. I'm not sure. If anybody out there knows of any way to do that, please hit me up. I would so want to know that. All right, dibs on the last match, Shiraz. All right, so Thalia's next, and then Shiraz, and then we'll call it, my friends. All right. Well, this isn't going to stop me. Huzzah! Let's go. Oh, I'm going to lose 1 dude, and you're going to take a fire blast. That's cool. We'll go from there. One thing I love in this kind of a build, if you like this kind of style, and you're like, oh man, what else could I use with Faithless Looting? In this kind of build, Lava Dart's super good. It's obviously really good against Tribe and Fae, but it's super good against echoing tricks because it sits in your yard. It's the same kind of logic that Prismatic Strands is, where it's there and a lot of people will miss it. And you just pitch that basic, boom, target your own guy and the echoing, and all your other men are saved. No reason to make any not excuses. What am I trying to say? Apologies there, guys. Just bring your deck, whatever one you like to play. It can be complete trash. That never stops me. Yikes, I don't like seeing this at all. Flaming Pain's nice for Moment's Peace, but we're not going to be able to get around the Fangor Marauder if you start. Oh, no. This is going to close the door. Going for a smoke, says Shiraz. Damn. This thing looks like a fish. There is a coral fish that has a mouth just like that, and I saw it on some nature show. It hits this rock against this other it kind of uses tools, and it does it for like an hour to just get this tiny little food, and it's like, geez, seems like it took it 20 calories to get one, but it looked a lot like that in the face. Alrighty. I've got a looting target in the rebirth if we don't draw something, so let's see. We've got 6 creatures. Crash in. I'll be at 14. I can't really do much there. So I'm gonna loot here. We're pretty much, we got to lean really heavy on all this stuff. So I'll pitch the this in the Flaring Pain. Bring up our graveyards here. Play this. Get some more guys out. And I'm just going to wait now. Hit our critical mass. We're going to get Electricity, I bet. Death Spark. Do the mass tokens make it? Yeah, not so much in this list. There's too many cards like Dragon Fodder or the Krenko's Command that sit in your yard and they're not creatures. I mean, if you look at our yard right now, we have one creature. And you look at the board, you're like, wow, it's a lot of creatures. But outside of Bushwhacker or the artifact dudes, there's not many. Oh boy. Watch this life total grow. Now we're going to see how Tron's supposed to be played. I love me some Death Spark, though. Man, that's a good caffeine card. Play your deck early in the morning when you got lots of energy and you're zoning in, focused on everything, and you don't want to miss. It's like mental gymnastics in a Goblins deck. It's very hard to play a perfect game with the Death Spark Goblins. There's always something you look back and you're like, oh, wait, I shoulda, coulda. Not hindsight mistakes. I mean, everybody has those. Or something like you don't know what your opponent's going to play, but boy, oh boy. Yeah, Death Spark, that's a hell of a card. Should not be a common. Just look at the text on it. You're like, that looks like a rare. Just how complicated it is. Come on, Goblin Caves. I think I'm going to hold back my board anymore until I draw into a caves. We're dead to that. I really wish they wouldn't have... I love the different art tokens for the sake of aesthetics, but when echoing stuff happens, you're like, wait a minute, that one's different. Why are they all coming back to my hand? Darn it. That's 8. I've really got to find me a Goblin Cave. Come on, caves. Well, that'll help. I like me my massive raid. I've already got rid of 2 of those dudes. I could block that one. Yeah, it's pretty obvious here. I'll just go like that. Oh, we're 2 cards closer at least. Yeah, maybe swing there. I'm not sure. Ooh. And away we go. Feels like he's getting away with this one. 1 star. Hopefully no more in the hand or maps. That is one ugly deck there, Olesh. Good grief. All these white borders making me feel nauseous. So my chin keeps hitting the mic. I'm a little close today. Trying to do my best impersonation of Bob Ross, who my son, my youngest, is so into at the moment. It's crazy. He's got me into him too now, though, because who hasn't seen him, you know, paint here or there? But man, I'll take this magnesium supplement I take so that, you know, kind of chills you out before bed, and you put on some Bob Ross, and man, it's like, it's almost like counting backwards from 10, like when you have a procedure done. It's just like, holy crap, I'm going out fast. And you wake up, and he's on like the 5th episode, and he's like, no, I'm gonna put a little happy tree over here. Very nice. All right, Nichols, that's I know exactly what that feels like. My deck is black bordered. Oh, that's right, this is Hod's. Gosh, shouldn't have told me you guys are... Uh-oh. Here comes the life. All right, we've got pain in the side. We've got this. Alrighty. How am I going to swing here? We're going to drop Tremors. I think I'm going to wait till next turn to swing. I'm not sure. I swing. Ah, gosh. Because if he's got Moment's Peace here, I'm screwed. I don't want the whole thing to go through. Ah, let's see if he's got it. I ain't playing for money. Let's keep the thing rolling here. Yep, yep. All right, here we are. Probably walk right into a Moment's Peace or Electricity. That would be brutal. We're getting to the halfway point. We haven't seen any of our anti-Electricity tech, so I'm just going to try to be the problem. If he doesn't have either, this might be a pretty lucrative turn. Of course, that Fangor Marauder is just going to reset everything. Coming in for 18. You could just take it all and be fine, too. Battle Screech is so expensive in paper. It is. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've probably got to get some Pyroblast when I get there. I ordered everything and got that coming my way, too. I like how old Lumathread Field looks. This bodes well. Does this mean he doesn't have Moment's Peace? Hey, wow, he's at 11. Look at that. Massive Raid actually might do something massive. We could attack and just doink. Poor condition. Ah. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I spent like 20 bucks on it. I had most of the cards, but yeah, I don't think I had Battle Screech. I had to order that one. Oh no, this is where we lose. Pretty, he's far enough in his deck right now. He's going to find something to do with all these dudes. I just wish I could pull off Massive Raid. Darn it. Boy, the old coulda, shoulda, right? Back in the day, I remember drafting Judgment and all that stuff. I just had boxes of like stuff that's worth so much now. Just, no exaggeration. I think I probably had like 30 Battle Screeches at one point. I always liked the card, but it's way before Pauper was even on the radar. And I was like, why do I need more than 4 of these in anything? So it got pitched in one of those big boxes. Yeah, when you get rid of your collection, they count like each 4-inch stack is like $1 or something after they've mined all your rares and such. Okay, there's not any way to gain life here. He's at 21. We're feeling all right. He found something within Pulse. Hopefully not an Electricity. I really want to draw those caves. I'll feel so much better because that way we're only losing 1 goblin a swing. Ew, this helps. Gotta go for it. Man, if we had 1 more mana, that Massive Raid would come online. He'd be at 12 or 11 now. I'm really surprised this card hasn't been built around more. I really think there's somebody that follows us on Facebook that's always talking about it, and I totally agree with him. It's a beautiful card. For these kind of scenarios, it's like sometimes you just keep throwing stuff out. No, I'm kind of liking the way this is playing outside of a Electricity bait. We don't have to worry about fog here because we've got Firing Pain on this side. Firing Pain is active right now. He's got Electricity. Here it comes. This is going to hurt so bad. Good for him, though. Oh, all right, cool. I'll do this. But he's got it next turn, too. I'm so glad our stuff's alive. What's this? What is this new devilry? What's he doing? Swings and roundabouts. I regret selling my Beta Recall 2004, but I was lucky enough to pick up some modest alpha common and uncommons. Nice. Yeah, they sure have. Ow! Condescend. Is that in the list? I don't remember seeing it. I call shenanigans. Like he has to play a set list, right? I'm sure everybody's seen that video of that guy opening up the, was it the Black Lotus at some tournament? Man, that was burly. Yeah, so we're almost dead here, boy. We're within 1 if this goes down. Alrighty. Yikes. 1 life. Dead to Mole Drifters. Cards like Massive Raid and that Impact Tremor show that even if Empty the Warrens made 0/1 tokens, ugh, boy, this is over. Crunch. Look at the board now. It's like a man versus a child. All right, you got us, my friend. Off to game 3. Hopefully we draw our tech. Condescend, eh? All right, that's only fair. He knows I know what he's playing, but he doesn't know what I'm playing. And we brought in all 3 of these. Such a cool card. Goblin Caves. It's one of those insurance policies. You said it. Multiples are cool too. It's pretty freaky when you start dropping 1/5 goblins for 1 card and you get 2 of them. It's pretty crazy. Massive Raid. I liked seeing you, but we never played you. Well, I think we got pretty much everything. Pyroblast might be kind of cool, but I don't want to lean heavy on trying to not be aggro here. I'm just going to keep it like it is. Could have blocked with Ornithopter if it showed up. Ouch! That video got me back into the game. It came up on YouTube recommended list and my pods completely randomly. Which video is that? I'm not sure what video you mean there. Fun 18. The Lotus opening. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, man. Good times. Yeah, I want to play first. This looks pretty spicy. God, it's weird. We almost don't have a 1-drop here. We'll keep it. Clunky, weird looking hand. That doesn't look much like a goblin to me. Arguing over the art of make-believe creatures. That's always helpful, right? I keep Ray didn't kill off the Marauder with it. That's a good line, my friend. You might be right. I'll play this. Why can't I get that Raid Bombardment or whatever the card is? The Impact Tremors. That's the one. On turn 2. Hopefully we draw it. The reason I just adore Faithless Looting. You can play a really low curved aggro deck like this. Have enough lands to where you're never screwed. And then you just start pitching stuff. Good times. Well, we're a little electricity proof here in theory. I'd like to get another creature online here. Oh well. I know it does look more like a rat. I agree. That's cool that Lotus opening got you back into the game. I, for one, am very glad he opened it. It's been great having you around. Fun. And thanks again, my friend, for I think you're number 1 on the support. First ones to roll, so really appreciate that. All right. Grotto's in the house. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot with 2 bushwhackers here. We've got an opening. Let's take it. I think we're going to hit for 12. Is that right? This feels pretty good. But I'm just going to do it now. Get in while we can. Trickery here doesn't feel too bad. We'll at least have 2 guys out. Attack! It kind of sucks when you attack with little 1/3s. At least there's something. You know, there's another card I forgot to put in this. There is an Unearth card. I think it's a devil. I put it on Facebook about 4 weeks ago because I was considering it for Boros Bully. The problem is it's not a white creature, so got the axe, and you can always argue that you can just play another rally. So that's why I don't play it in that. But in this, you pitch it. It's 2 and a red to Unearth, and it comes back and it gives a bushwhacker effect. There it is. Shirazamon, you are on it. Thank you, my friend. So that should be in this deck. That should definitely be in this deck. And remember, Unearth is uncounterable. Not the black spell, but the actual ability. Good times. Yeah. The Papa players, baby. No Marauder. All right. Well, I drew pretty good against odds here, meaning the deck choice. All right. I got to respect. Gonna keep on the pressure. I think I'll hold that last fodder in case he's got an electricity here. Attack. What do you guys think if they dropped Memnite down to a common? Do you think the little 0 cost for a 1/1, think they would put Affinity over the top and be too broken? I'm still in the minority, thinking that if Hymn to Turok was allowable, I still don't think it would make. I mean, black would definitely improve. I don't think it would be the roundhouse kick to the gut of the format that most people think it would be. Hiya. All right, Thalia, have your deck ready, because. Oh, that's right. This is the end of our turn. Never mind, he might be able to pull out of this. I wish the screen would show, you know how it shows that little white border illumination? I wish it would, it should really be like a green border on whose turn it is and a red border on the person who's reacting or whose turn it isn't. I think it's pretty vague. It's way too subtle. Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts. I think having Memnite and Affinity if it were allowed, you'd get those. We've all seen it. Maybe you guys have done it. I haven't played Affinity that much, but where you get those just crazy like Frogmite, Enforcer. You're just like, geez. It's like, who can come out of that? Those are the kind of draws Prismatic Strands can't even save you from. Yeah, it's definitely got more options, doesn't it? All right, so this doesn't hurt us to play this. Does he have it or doesn't he? What do you guys think? Go for the win here? Do I go for the win here? I don't know. Could have Condescend too. I'm just going to attack. Go for the win, he says. Let's do this. Do it! Sorry. I guess I'm feeling feeble at the moment. I don't know. 4. All right. Yeah, where's our 3 mana instant now, right? Zap! And Pulse. So now, if I draw a land or draw kind of dead any Electrickeries, we'll still be able to attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we drop the Fodder, the Bushwhacker, our Pyrexian Walkers, and Ornithopters, we'll still be able to hit for 1. So they got more moments pieces after games 2 and 3, I think. I think there's 1 or 2 more in the board. I was actually, I had that thing committed to memory about 2 weeks ago before all these tech issues happened, but since... When I was talking to Mezel too about playing Delver against Tron, and he was saying a lot of times he will counter the Prism, and that got me thinking, like when I was playing it, I'm like, yeah, I could see that after playing all those years just the same deck over and over again. It's like, yeah, that is kind of it's a good insight. You keep them off colors if they got Tron, and it's not much they can do. This deck's a little different though. With Crusher and with those searching warehouse tokens or whatever they're called, Costco tokens. Oh, okay, Thalia. Just be ready. Remember, just have me ready, and we'll go from there. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'll take a restroom break after this. We'll play Wiki Bear for you, and then after that, just be ready to challenge away. Okay. Man, where's my? What's that 3 mana spell? The instant that we're not drawing here, that would end the game here, darn it. 6, it would hit for 8. That'd be pretty cool. This might just be Rolling Thunder here. I think he's taking too long for it to be Electrickery. He doesn't have another red source though. Maybe he's gonna drop one and trip it. Who knows? What's going on, Hods? Come on now. Been giving away a lot of cards to people. If you follow me on Facebook, a lot of times I'll find a new player and or someone claiming to be a new player. Maybe they're taking me for a swim, but you know, if you've got like Goblin Bushwhacker, if you've got 16 of those in your collection, they're not really doing you any good, and you can't really sell them for more than just pennies. Make somebody's day and hit them up in a conversation and get rid of some of your excess stuff. I'm gonna get rid of my white bordered anything. I'm just going to put them in my trade file. I wish you could sort by white border. I would just shove everything in there. So that way when I do get a list, it doesn't throw in the crappy white border cards. So anyway, yeah, we've got Impact Tremors. Sin into Death. Good to see you. I'll be right back after this commercial break to play Thalia in round 4 of our little community get together, guys. Be back in just a few.
Hello, I'm Wiki Bear. What's your name?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan Christopher O'Brien? American talk show host who once made an uncredited cameo appearance in an episode of How I Met Your Mother?
Wow. Yeah, that's a kind of an unknown fact. I'm surprised you knew that.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
Okay. All right, here's a question. What children's character has a cat named Custard and a horse named Honey Pie?
Checking now. The answer is Strawberry Shortcake, who actually started out as a greeting card illustration in 1977. Yay!
Wow. I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
You know what's even sweeter than strawberry shortcake? The Boston molasses disaster of 1919. When an exploding storage tank caused 2 million gallons of sweet, sticky molasses to flood the streets and kill more than 20 people and their horses. Giddy up!
Yes, I am aware that that did happen. That was a terrible tragedy, but I don't think kids want to hear about that.
Many people tried to flee but became ensnared in the molasses and drowned.
Yeah,
Glug, glug.
I don't think that's something kids want to hear about.
Imagine gasping for air only to have your lungs fill up with thick, sugary syrup. Yum, yum.
No, not yum, yum.
What a sweet, sweet death.
No. Okay, let's change the subject, Wiki Bear, okay, to something really nice and happy. Who wrote the famous children's book, Good Night Moon?
Margaret Wise Brown wrote Goodnight Moon in 1947. In this classic bedtime story, a little bunny says goodnight to everything he sees in his bedroom. Yay!
Okay, that is absolutely right. My kids love that book.
Conan, you know who didn't have a good night? The late R&B singer Johnny Ace, who back in 1954 accidentally shot himself in the face with his own gun. Kablammy!
Okay, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't.
One witness said Johnny was drunk and playing with his pistol. His last words were, "Gun's not loaded, see?" But the only thing Johnny's friends saw were his brains exiting his skull. I'm Wiki Bear.
Okay, no. I don't want to hear. That's not a good...
Boom! I've heard of an ace in the hole, but this was a real hole in the ace.
Oh, no!
That's wordplay. Deal with it.
Okay. No ad-libbing, Wiki Bear. Look, we really need to find a subject that's more suitable for children, and I think I've got just the one. What well-respected actor and star of films like The Notebook used to be part of the Mickey Mouse Club?
That's easy. Ryan Gosling. In just a few years, he went from Disney cutie pie to handsome Hollywood heartthrob. Swoon.
Okay, absolutely correct. Thank you, Wiki Bear.
And speaking of throbbing hearts, did you know the ancient Aztecs performed human sacrifices by ripping out the still-beating hearts of their victims? Ay caramba.
Okay, yeah, again, let's not talk about that. That's something kids
During the reconsecration of their Great Pyramid in 1487, up to 80,000 people were sacrificed in just 4 days. Talk about a can-do spirit. Hats off and hearts out to them.
Okay,
I'm
don't
Wiki
say hearts
Bear.
out. That's ridiculous. No, that's good. We're good, Wiki Bear.
Too bad all those human sacrifices couldn't save their civilization from smallpox. So remember, kids, nothing you do matters because God isn't listening.
Okay,
Yay!
that's quiet.
All right, we're ready, Thalia. Challenge away, and we'll get this underway. Hopefully you guys all like Wiki Bear. Pretty hard not to. Oh, man. Conan has to do so many more of those. I wish there were 100 to choose from. I don't know why he stops those kind of skits. They're just so awesome. Quite a great comedian. Boy, did he get the bad end of the stick with the whole Tonight Show thing so long ago. But, man, this town, I tell you. Alrighty. Hopefully you can find me there, Thalia, and challenge away. Otherwise, somebody will jump in your spot if I do it. So the bear should have its own show. I know that totally. Yeah, that's a total goldmine idea. I can't. That's why I'm so surprised you didn't run with it even more. My Tron deck is fully foiled, and it's a lot of money. Need to bling you now. I liked your comment about being easy to find digitally on the white borders. That's like the only valid comment I've ever heard for like playing those. I'm like, oh, okay. Other than if you just like them, but I know I'm always kind of tongue-in-cheek poking fun at people for having them. But my goodness, yeah, that's pretty cool. You guys see me play in Seattle if I'm on camera for any of those shots because they usually televise it on Twitch. I won't have Pauperganda that Friday. That's why, because the very next Saturday I'll be on. Hopefully on the main stage or whatever that, when they choose to broadcast from rags to riches. But you'll notice I'm not one of those card flickers, people that just look through all their stuff. I always just hold them like a brick, kind of like an iPhone, just dunk. That way you can only tell that there's one card in my hand. So yeah, I tell you, that's what I mean. Or just open a game and I'll try to jump on it if the other stuff's too much. we'll see. You know, we might, in the future, maybe we should go into one of these rooms where there's like nobody. Just because it says just for fun or stuff doesn't mean you can't play mean decks and stuff there too, just to get away from all the stuff. Will you have your Pauperganda sleeves? I'm not sure. Even if I get them, if I'm going to be able to put up with seeing all that white for that many hours. I might have them, and then when it's time to play or something, I might switch them out for my black robust ones. I don't know. It also might clash against the Pauperganda matte because they're pretty similar colors. Maybe it'll look like it matches. I don't know. So anyway, game is up. It is. I don't see nothing. Somebody else jump in. Oh, I see. McLean jumped in. MGLA. Okay, here we go. I'll join this and I'll say, I think it's A3 now, right? Yeah. Hopefully. Let me write that down. I think A4 will be the last one. That's right, because I led with Tron and that didn't have my little association there. So here we go. Woohoo! Going to the Seattle Rags to Riches tournament. I've been always wanting to go to that, so I'm going to finally get to go there in the flesh. Yeah, I want to play first. All right. That's another blitzed token deck. I think you can tell I've been playing a little bit too much Tron in my life. That's a pretty crappy hand. We'll mulligan this. All right, we'll keep this. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'll need it. I think be playing some version of the bully, more than likely, like 99% sure of that. But by then the hate might be there, or maybe the Tron train will have left by then, and I'll have a nice clean sweep. Who knows? I'll keep this. Watch rights, something like that. This is a pretty good card. Yeah, we'll put that on top. I'll put it on top. I'll have to play it on turn 3 though. With the slow garden. Boink. Yeah. Always like these little explosive weenie decks. Just boom! You're dead. I'm Wiki Bear. Yeah, I guess that's what it... That's another card that just doesn't see enough love, boy. Ooh. Tell you, is bringing the robots to town. At least we'll have some good blockers here. Let's lead with the Ranger. Go grab us a forest. Yeah, I want to use it. Sucker. Yeah, we'll grab the mountain there. All right, here we are. Robots. This is True Hods, yes. Very true. If you watch the replay on YouTube, I had, I forget the instant, but it did damage equal the number of creatures, and one game I could have closed it with it, and the other one I had it, but I just didn't have the mana for it. And it takes the place of Mob Justice, but it's an instant, so I can at least nail your big... I was going to point it at one of your Marauders if it got out of hand in Game 3, but I never drew it. Also, I never drew Goblin Caves. I was going all in because I was like, I've got to draw this sooner or later, and I can't wait for him to start gaining too much life, so you had me in a rock and a hard place there. That was a brutal game too, my friend. Cardboard Nomad. Pauperganda. Sweet. Nice one. Yeah, make up for our little tech issues and missing some shows there. Have come to you on Saturday instead. But next week will be Friday as usual. All right. Here we are with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably the play. That's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Let's play this out first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can play Convoke. End of his turn. It's probably outside of a Metallic Rebuke. I think it's worth it for the Scatter the Seeds, so we kind of look like we're slow rolling here a little bit. What the hell are you playing? 3 color elves? Yo! I've been smashing Tron recently with White Infect. Nice, Mike, man. I haven't played that in forever. I know my card frame's that because at the last minute there was a hiccup with that too, and it was just too close to showtime. Had a pretty neat other effect to go with, but yeah, we'll throw this out. I'll scatter the seeds at the end of the turn, and then we'll just try to win it. Flicker needs... I think so too, Mike, man. Flicker's getting a little out of control. It's no surprise it is either, boy. Those decks get pretty crazy. Oh, no. He's got a bunch of awesome quality blockers. I've said, see how chauvinistic this game is? I know I'm playing against Thalia, and the first thing on my mind is he's got this, and I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm playing someone with a female persuasion. Wow. Boy, she needs to teach me how to play Affinity. It never works like that for me. It's like the Tron one, right, Hodds? Come on in. Let's see what you got. All right, we'll do this. I think we got to keep our rights plan back. We'll do this and this and this. Pay for this. And I think we're going to act all cowardly and not attack because of that colossal drop turn there. One creature might go all in. Don't think so with this hand. Always yes. Always yield. And put this where it counts. Doink. We've got creatures. So now we've got a nice little block turn here. Let's keep the threat of red up. Well, I'm going to favor the instant play of Sprout Swarm. Yeah, we're not going to really be able to trip rights for all that much. That makes me think we ought to have a sweep mechanic in this, or a gush, something to return stuff with. We'll just sit back and block the big fatties and hopefully live. Oh, back. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I know about this place. I'll have to, but yeah, it's... Of course, blue gets all the toys. I was playing my blue-green infect list the other day and just really marveling at the power to say no. It's just, it takes decks that would probably not work without counter spells. They just don't represent enough damage that way. Boy, they're brutal with it. Okay, so before blockers are declared, I'm going to say this with buyback. I'll do this and this. I'm going to tap my quality creatures. No, I'll tap these little dudes. This guy will untap. I'll see if we can do it many more turns. Sprout Swarm. Always love this artwork. Kind of looks like that video game Bastion that we actually have the rights to use the music to. 1, 2, 3. I want to block with 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to block here. Come up with buyback is nice. Yes. All right. We are going to block. Definitely here. I think that's really it. Yeah, we'll take 8. That's all right. We'll Sprout Swarm again here. Buy back. Boom, boom, boom. We'll pay 1. I was like, huh? What's going on? Here we go. I think it's gonna be worth more to have Sprout Swarm in our hand than to just play it out here and throw it in the yard. So I think we win here. All right. Let's see if it works. Here we come, sucker. Yeah, I think so too, Hodds. It is a damn good card. How many would we like to lose? All of them, baby. Woohoo! This is where we forget to attack. Ah! Don't think the purist in me likes to keep watch. It's a lot of mana. Seems like you could really make this scream faster. I know that's what fond of cutting colors out of things, but definitely want to keep red in there. Splat! Main deck fog? Oh no, there's an answer. Main deck electricity? That would really ruin our day. Probably just a galvanic blast breath mint coming our way. Rage bucket. Sup, dude? Finally catching your stream. Hey, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing a rare Saturday show. I just licked the mic. That's the first time that's ever happened. Because of all our technical issues with our software. Felt a little guilty not hitting our schedule. So, hey, it's a Saturday show. Little community get-together. Good times. Next week will be the last show of November, because then I'm going to go to the Rags to Riches tournament. She definitely had that win next turn, or if she had Fling or the trample thing, so that was pretty crazy. All right. Well, I'll definitely want Hydroblast in this matchup. I'm going to lose 2 of these. Let's see what else. We've got Essence Wardens here. We've got Scatter Shots. These can go. It is a 1-drop after all. Sure is nice to have that option when you're playing against Delver, that game 1. We've still got 2 more. I'm going to bring in Magnify. Keep in mind when you play Magnify, all creatures. So sometimes you can get a little, you can get bias math happening where you're like, oh yeah, it'll kill all that. And it's like, nope, their stuff gets big too. So it's all right deluxe. I didn't feel it. What? I mean, for instance. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh yeah, we're just Rage Bucket. We're just playing for fun today. A little community get together. I forget. Does somebody have the last game? I think somebody does. We got one more after this. It's kind of a little. First time we did it, it was such a big hit. Everybody really liked it, so we're just doing it again. About once a month, we're going to try to have these little just get-togethers. And if you're in the chat, you pretty much say, "I got next," and everybody knows who's up next, and we're all good to go. No one has signed up for the last one. Oh, all right. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, Shiraz got the last one. So I guess get ready for next month. We'll have one in December too. So I apologize in advance to Shiraz. Hey, man, it's all good. I've been there live plenty of times with you guys watching. Many a crash burn. It happens. I think that's one of the things I like to represent is kind of a public face for this. And, don't be so afraid to try new stuff and do things. It's especially when you're on camera or performing stuff, just try to be fearless. It's like, you know what, I'm bringing jank, so what, lost a bunch, learned, had a lot of fun, got to talk to you nice people, and every once in a while we'll smash it with something cool. But you all know me, I get kind of bored of that stuff. Outside of Boros Bully, it's hard for me to play one deck. And if I didn't, we wouldn't have decks like Boros Bully, right? They'd just be sitting in somebody's head in another few years maybe, or maybe never. I'm sure there's 2 or 3 other tier 1 decks out there nobody's ever thought of. My youngest is creeping me out with that kind of stuff. He's so, and I know that father ego, yeah, it's my kid, and of course I'm going to say nice things. But when we play like Catan or we have a ton of board games in this house, it's kind of creepy. The angles he takes on stuff, definitely a chip off old man's block. And you think like, oh, that's a bad one. And then it's like, whoa, that's why you won. It's like, geez, never thought of doing it that way. All right. We're a little flooded here, but we've got Swarm and Scatter. I don't know about this hand. I'm going to ship this. Oh, boy. Can I go back in time, please? Yeah, we'll mulligan this. All right, we'll keep this. We got life. We got the... wait, no, I'm going to say yes. I don't want to do that. I want to find creatures, but I also want to have an option to do stuff with. So, all right. Oh, nice. 90 card enchantment deck. Damn. Sounds like Methodical. And what's that guy that used to stream a lot? Mikey Ruru, yeah. He was fond of always playing the larger size decks. Gotta love me some Essence Wardens. I just love how organic this deck is. You got these little 1/1 beaters. That's what you want. That's why you can play Scatter Shots main. Got 2 of them. And then Essence Warden. It's not a life deck, but it helps. And then you got this little 1/1 that can turn into like a 5/1 at moment's notice. So Simic Flash Gordon. That might be the last deck I've got in the queue. I forget which one it is. I think I put that one in. I don't know. That list has been pretty ironed out. If you followed Pauperganda from the very beginning, that was one of the first decks and one of the most popular ones we always get asked to. And it got so consistent and good. I remember I think I got in the teens in one of the challenges. It was like 14th or 13th or something. Back when I played pretty much a different deck in every single challenge. I had a really good run there where I was in the top 20 with I think it was like 4 weeks in a row with a different deck each week. That takes some nerves. Alrighty. This thing's feeling pretty good as far as the mana is concerned. Really like to... I'm going to go get red, obviously. Thinking Sprigleaf Drum might be good in this too. Go grab our one mountain. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Alright, Thalia, you've only got 19 more turns. What you gonna do? Kablammy! It was nice. All my creatures got tapped in the upkeep. And when I got tapped, he drew cards. Oh, I'm missing that. It's not the size of the deck. Mike Man. Mike Man, you need your own show, my friend. You are too on it. Little Fight and I were chatting yesterday. He's got the most outrageous Cajun accent. Well, I think you guys have heard it in the Golgari. It's different than that though, and he gets all crazy talk and stuff. And I was like, man, it'd be funny if he finally gets up to stream and come up with a whole persona and just like the Bayou Popper channel or something, just almost unintelligible what he's saying. I feel bad for Thalia. Against normal opponents, I'd be like, yes, they're screwed, but it's like, oh, maybe they're sitting on a electricity and such. We'll see. I'm just going to keep willing stuff down here. Really want that second green mana source so I can lean on electricity a little harder than usual, but we'll see. Yeah. We need some more. There's a podcast called The Ritual? I think it's called The Ritual. Yeah, definitely one of the best ones. My biggest problem with a lot of podcasts, and I don't listen to any Magic ones pretty much at all. It's just an fest. People just gotta take that time to edit or just listen to yourselves and lose that, because it's just, so what'd you do today? I know there's conversation tone and stuff like that, but it's, I don't know. I guess I've been in the biz too long. It gets really, seems really unprofessional. Not that it needs to be professional. Just that's how I roll, and I can't listen to that stuff. Or that's another thing with Magic podcasts where they just read the card. It's like it's 40 minutes of people reading cards. It's like, today we're talking about Essence Warden. It's a 1-drop. And it's like, I think your audience, unless it's a really rare card, I don't know. It's got to be a fine line of not explaining everything like that. But do we have the win here? Let's see. That'll be. Yeah, say we go for it. We could go thin out our deck with that, play it, and have. I'm gonna play so cowardly. Watch this move. I can go get another green. That's just dumb. I'll go grab green. Let's see. I pitched that. All right. Let's see. That'll be, hold on a second here. It's going to be 3, so that'll be 4, 8, 12, and then another 5. Yeah, that's 17. All right, we got it. As I do it as a sorcery. I've been playing Bully too much. Poink. Huzzah! Do you like the podcast color commentary? Not so. The rights is the only one that I've been able to. I mean, I like that it's Pauper based. Did I miscount? What a jackass! I just can't get into Magic. I love podcasts. I listen to Star Talk Radio, color commentary once in a while. Just if like there's like a new set of cards or something, and just want to hear what they've. But I probably only caught like 2 episodes. But yeah, and not just Magic. So many podcasts out there. They just it's like there's a thing called editing. People, you can take out these. There was one I was listening to. I can't remember the name of it, and they said definitely You guys all know I'm always bitching about basically. They said definitely, I'm not joking, it was about every 15 seconds, and it was two hosts. Just bing, bong, and it was like, yeah, Joe Rogan's podcast is amazing. It's so good, and I think people just go, oh, that meathead, and that's where they end it, and it's like, oh, you have no idea. The variety of guests he has, it's just, the show will start, and I'm like, I don't even care about this, and then 5 minutes into it, I'm like, wow, that's fascinating, and yeah, when you're exercise or you have like long walks like I do, it's a really great thing to listen to. I pretty much hear every one of his, so I like Joe Rogan's podcast. Oh, hey, man, all the podcasts are where it's at. Star Talk Radio used to be one of my favorite things, but now it's more into comedy. I think I've mentioned that in the past. And then there's another few gems. All right, I'm just gonna go for the win here. Walk into Electrickery. I guess that could happen, huh? 1, 2, 3. I'm just in case there's an Electrickery. If I do this, I can still cast this afterwards. There's a possibility of an Electrickery here, so I'll keep my good critter back. Be able to cast Scatter the Seeds this way. Yes, Hardcore History. Yes, Rage Bucket, and that's the reason I know about it, is from Joe Rogan. I've listened to all that amazing stuff. All right. There is that. Okay. Well, shoot. My math was a little bit off there. I will have to sack this. Go like this. Now I'll do it. Cast this. Pay that. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah! Yay, I missed a punt. Good for her. That was a pretty sneaky play there, Thalia. Yeah, even if you don't like history, that stuff's just fascinating. Yeah, gosh, I wish I remembered the name of that. There was a magic podcast, and they rarely do it. It's like once every 4 months or something, but it shows because it's really good. It doesn't. Oh boy, this is getting out of hand quick. It's one of the reasons I don't like to. I try to, spend time, tailor the show, do everything right, try not to have any hiccups, especially like visually or anything. And sometimes, especially when I started off, and monitor myself, catch yourself saying phrases too often, stuff like that can just get irritating to your viewers. But again, I just come from a broadcast background, TV biz, and all that stuff. So it's probably, everybody's like, who the hell cares about that? I don't. And so all the power to you. That's what makes the world go round. I'm just saying, for my time, it's got to be the good stuff. Addo Frog, hey, what's up? Good to hear from you. Hopefully this Saturday show is reaching a few of you that it normally wouldn't. I think we're going to drop game 2 here to Thalia. It was a hell of an affinity player. She's doing a great job. Boink. What am I playing at Rags? Probably some version of my baby Boros Bully. Oh, Audible. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't given that one a try. One of those like where you download a books on tape and such. That's another thing too, boy. If you get a author or an accent you can't stand, but you like the book, it's like, oh, can someone else do this? And once in a while, I used to love the theater actor Theodore Bickel. He used to do a few audiobooks and says this real James Earl Jones booming voice, but not over the top. And oh boy, just loved it. I don't think we're gonna win this one, guys. Should have kept that magnifying hand. Just gone in for a little bit. Strange, I'm listening to you with my earphone. Yep, that's Addo Frog. We apologize that when the show started, about 3 people noticed that too. So, yeah, for some reason, we've had a bunch of tech issues. We thought we solved them all, but looks like there's still one hanging. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to let her have it if she's got it. I don't got to win otherwise. Keep her honest. Maybe we got moments peace. Bring it, a Tog. So hopefully next week, yeah, we'll have that left side fixed. But so yeah, if you are thinking of starting a magic podcast, I guess those would be that little mini rant. That's a little heavy of a word for it, but if you wanted my advice, that's what it'd be. We're just happy we got your big face to watch. I know, I'm getting closer to the camera every show, right? Get the nice bald gleam going with my chrome dome. All right, Dahlia, what you got? Let's go. My gosh, this is a long one. Already at 2.5 hours. That's actually usually when we pull the plug, but we still got to play you, Shiraz. Yeah. After Shiraz's game, don't go anywhere, because back when we did, the original Pauperganda was this little sci-fi wannabe silly spin-off show to kind of showcase the commercials. And after about 1 billion head scratches, we're like, oh, maybe we should just do the Twitch thing. But when we were filming it, we had a crash course in production for Little Fight who had no idea what he was in for. And oftentimes, can I still block? Oh, I was like, that was weird. Time to get flung. Oftentimes he would just get so frustrated because there was one time he read something out of order, and so he had to match his words to what was on camera, and he ended up. We got the fling here. Oh, he's got to be one shy. Anyway, so he was trying to match his own voice, like. Let's just pretend like the last 4 sentences I said, you got to re-say it. It's like, seems easy enough. It's super hard to do. It's so I've got this outtake collection of him just raging at the world and Yowza. All right. Little miscalculation. I think we got this. Safe to say. I think Fling went a little sideways. Happens. I tell you, when I first started playing Tron, Olesh and Hods, I was like, how the hell does Rolling Thunder work? It took me like 20 seconds to figure it out. I'm like, oh, I got to do this and this and this now. So probably a misclick. Been there plenty of times. Oh, that's great, Hods. Yeah. I love beating familiars. Dimir and Tron. I like taking those 3 decks down. It's like, I feel like, kind of like this... How did I mess up the targeting? Oh, because we're on Twitch. It's spilling over. You've been a fan too long. It's affecting your games too. All right, Shiraz. Let's do this, and then we'll roll to Little Fights bloopers after that, and we'll call it a stream. So go on there, Thalia. I think probably had that game in a lot of other scenarios. Who would have won Game 3? Who knows? But I'm getting lucky at all the wrong times when money's not on the line, right? I don't know what deck. Good playing you, Thalia. It's a pleasure. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Friday, as usual. Eventually, we probably are going to have just Saturday shows if I can never get my butt to getting a job. Yeah. Hey. I'm not sure. Cotto 4. I'm going to grab a bottle of wine. Should be back for the wrap-up. All right, Rage Bucket. Hey, it's good to... Thank you. A lot of new people, and that's another really good thing to be doing on a new day of streaming. We get some new names in the fold here. But man, my kingdom for just a screen that sets up right. All right, Shiraz, let's do this. Yeah, I want to play first. What am I playing? Oh, this is that deck I was... I'm sorry, Shiraz. This is a pretty good deck. This is the one that keeps beating Boros Bully, like it's like they're at 1 life, or next swing I got them, or I think it runs 4 dazes. All right, here we are. We'll keep this lead off with some double delvers and hope for the best. This is how I would build Dimir. That's why I like this list so much. It's just like, damn, this thing's aggressive. Counter spells here and there, but it leans on hitting things pretty hard. Pretty aggressive mana curve too. Yeah. All right, looks like the Swamp Persuasion. I'll keep this dude back. I'll drop this. That way we can at least, I don't know if flipping a Delver's worth missing a land drop at that rate. I think I'll do it though. I mean, well, we've got Brainstorm too. I'm just gonna trip it now. We can Brainstorm on upkeep if Delver doesn't flip. I forgot it's either way there. Sorry, don't play this deck very much. Maybe have like 3 games with it. Played it just enough to go, holy crap, that's pretty powerful. Lost to it plenty of times too. It's funny how... Alright, we'll drop this. Play this. And... let me just see what he's playing here. Let's see what Shiraz is playing. We'll pay the life. Ooh, this doesn't bode well. 2 tendrils. Consume spirit. Old school black. This is one of the coolest updates, guys. Remember when this used to not work except if you had a duress? Now Gataxian Probe does that. Pretty awesome. I'm happy. It's the little things in life. I know what he's playing this on. Corrupt Control. Oh, it's like creatureless or something. Oh, my Echoing Decay is just going to be crap here. All right, let's crop off this. Pretty cool looking design. This could... Renegade map. I haven't seen this since it was spoiled. Search your library for basic land. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. All right. Okay, let's brainstorm here. Yeah, we'll... Cards your hand on the top of my library. I'll put it on the crap. And we'll reveal the crap. That's not going to do anything. Yep. This is probably only going to hit once with the board the way he's got it set up, right? Alright. Well, I mean, I guess we can always respond if he times it wrong to a tendrils and kill our own guy, but I doubt it. Okay, I'll just drop the angler. Yeah. Man. I guess I'll brainstorm again. Screw it. Yeah, I'm going to throw this on top, this on top. That way we can at least get rid of one of them. Because I could have waited. That way... Brainstorm in the decks allows you to, if you do go against creatureless decks like I think we're playing against, we can do stuff against it. Our angler is not long for this world. I think he's going to be met with some corruption pretty soon. I'll try to counter corrupt if I can. Alright, there's a nice little life reset. I really wish I had the swamp available to disfigure it in response, but oh well. One of those down. I'm just going to kill the swamps. Ain't playing super serious. Yeah. Ditch this right away. How many? We only got one other swamp. I see a Rancid Earth. Maybe we'll make him go that route. Attack. A handful of dead crap. Alright. Wonder if he's got a switcheroo sideboard. Yeah, Probe is a... Sometimes, you know, can feel backbreaking, but I rarely like playing with that card. Ah, dang, I wish I could kill it. Look at Shiraz go. Looks pretty good against this deck. Looks like imagine each one of your fingers is a deck, and you know, it's like this might be a 5-0, but this is like a 1-4, depending if we play like this. This might be like a perfect answer for this kind of deck if Demir gets out of control. Too many dead cards and plenty of answers. Of course, we haven't drawn any of ours. Ugh. I'm going to throw all this on the bottom. That's too late. Too late for that to show up. Let's look at some more. All right, cool. We got creatures. I'll throw, I'll say top and then top. All right. Well, yeah, that screws up too, doesn't it? Never mind that, because we can't get Delver this way either. But if I play this, we'll at least be able to see some new cards. Let's go grab the swamp. Play this, and maybe we can grab... Do we have to reveal? We have to reveal. Son of a gun. Alright, I'll grab Counterspell. Any order. I better not Delver at this rate, given that Rancid Earth's going to come online pretty quick. Another Tendrils. Feel a little bit better at nabbing Augur, but definitely some little mini punts there. Shows my freshman ability with the deck. Probably could have sequenced that a whole hell of a lot better, but live and learn. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, brutal. All right. Might be able to respond to that. Disfigure our Bolus if he trips it for just a little bit, and then it'll at least get rid of it. Well, that feels pretty cool. 2 ways to kill it, 2 ways to counter. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we're winning this game 1. And a board of dead fish. Yeah, speaking of dead fish, there's a really, really good place called Ensenadas, I think it's called. Little chain out here in LA, and oh, they've got ceviche, which is one of my favorite foods ever. So cool too. They cook it with lime. Very strange. I'm going to Echoing Decay this. Hopefully, oh nope, he did it at the end of turn. He can still put out a creature. Can always counter it, I guess, but should have paid 2 black there. Boy, I'm punting all over the place here. I gotta stop talking, start playing, start thinking. Ew. Yep. Try to keep our counter spell a secret or make him think that we used the one that he saw with Bolus. Maybe we're out of one. Myers Toll. Read that one. Target player. See, this is the card worth reading, talking about podcasts that do all that. Because this is a rare one. Target player reveals number of cards in their hand equal to the number of swamps you control. Choose one of them and they discard it. Woo! Brutal. So that can grab, yeah, that can grab land. We go all in with black. That's one of the few discard ones that can actually grab land too. Cool. All right. Oh boy. I was like, where are all these triggers coming from? Another card we don't need. Jeez, oh. Pretty cool deck, Shiraz. I like it. It just means I got morals. I kind of like it. You know, it's got a little Halloween vibe to it as far as just the flavor of it goes. Just enough counterspells. Keeps things honest. All right. You got another one of those. It's going to be a good game because I don't think Delvers are going to kill this deck. All right. This will help a little bit. Speaking of Delvers, let's put top. Nope. Doink, doink. Here we are. We can at least kill it if he tendrils it, getting rid of yet another one of our cards. Be a pretty bad idea to snuff it out. What is this? Are we getting eaten alive here? Time for our counter spell. What's he hitting us for? That one? No. Get rid of Consume Spirit here. Hey, our Delver's going to live. It'll hit him once. So we know he's got another tendrils in his hand. Or maybe I just forgot to tick that one off. I'll just assume that happened so it looks nice. All right, here we are. Yeah, that's something somebody could do. Come up with like a little Bob Ross popper. You've crushed his spirits. You are full of them, my friend. All right. I like this because now I can pitch this away with Bolus. Try to not draw so dead. This deck just continues to impress me. I'm not going to grab any of that crap. I'm just going to throw it all out. Okay. Any order. And attack. At least we're safe from edicts, but I doubt Bolus is going to get there. However, I'm going to be at 8 life. Pestilence helped. Fortunately, keeping up counter magic means I can't counter if he does have a tendrils here. But I think that better play is to keep up counter spell for a big something like this. You know, that doesn't kill us. Maybe we let this one through. Nah. Get out of here. And attack. All right. It's getting nitty gritty. I'll keep this figure back. Hopefully, I'll just keep that in hand. Yeah, no kidding, right? All right. Yeah, gonna come roaring back to life after he eats that insect's life. I'm pretty sure that's the next thing coming. I'm just glad I don't have any dead cards. I'm not getting chittering ratted. It's so cool when you can design a deck that doesn't have any creatures. Because, man, we're seeing it here. I mean, this deck has a lot of flexibility in the way it can kind of dance around it and make things happen. But, well, that answers that. He does not have the tendrils. I just miscounted. Yeah. Secrets out of the bag. We'll play the island. At least maybe it'll warrant another Myers toll headed our way. It's a pretty competitive little game. I thought he had us hook, line, and sinker. Still might. Read the bones. Oh, devastating at this stage of the game. Go find 2 great cards. That's what it should say. Ugh, must have drawn like he's playing on Twitch. I know what that's like. That's right. Wayfarer's Bauble puts it onto the battlefield. I forgot about that little gem. Yay! We got something to represent. In case he's got... I want to get rid of all the creatures. I don't have a way to do it. And just in case he's running Crypt Incursion, we'll go from there. Right. I'll pay that. Representing that we've got 8 counter spells in our hand, even though it says 1 card. Yeehaw! All right. Man, we're just staring down the barrel of a gun here. That Sign in Blood, we got really lucky there. I think we lose that game a lot of other times. This, it's okay. Especially right now. He's got to have an instant to win this one. All right, there's an instant. Yeah, if we counter this, I don't think he lives through this. Boink. Don't think. Duh, he's got no cards. Very nice little game there. I don't think we're going to win it, though. I think, of course, let's see what's in our sideboard. Maybe we can pull this off. Pretty cool little list there. I ran a Mikey Ruru style deck called Caligula or Nero or something. It had like 400 cards in it. I'm exaggerating. It was like 200. But it was a Millstone deck, and it just had all removal, and that Paraka's Cure was in there a lot. I really like that one. Okay, well, unless he's going to pull a switcheroo on us, and you can see why this is so mean against Boros Bully. 3 Echoing Decay main. There's a lot of different variants and tokens and hawks and stuff, but when played right, that thing can be really devastating against us. All right, the Geists are definitely going to come in. Didn't see too much graveyard crap, so I'll leave that be. A Null might be fun, but I think I'm just going to lean on more counter magic. We'll get some Dispels in here to mop up some of those Tendril tricks. Now that we're kind of ready for it, we might actually have the edge. Let me get rid of these. I'm just going to, if he's going to switcheroo us, good for him. It'll work, is what I'm trying to say. I'll bring in a Nulls, and I guess I'll... 1 relic. I'll probably, if I draw it early, I'll trip it, so it doesn't hurt our angler count. Other than that, maybe I'll just discard it. All right. So yeah, after this, we're going to call it a day, guys, and we'll see you as regular on Friday, this next Friday. We're going to have little fights, little bloopers right after this that most of you have never seen, so definitely don't run away. But after that, you can. Who cares? All right, we're on the draw. We got Delver. We got Ponder. We got Preordained. I'm going to keep this. Whoop. Old school counters. That's how I roll. Yeah, who knows? Maybe if I get tired of the Pauperganda streaming thing, maybe I'll start doing a podcast or something. But it would be like once a month. Maybe quarterly. Again, you got to have enough stuff to talk about. My youngest is figuring that out too. He's got quite a bit of a little YouTube habit, and so many times, you know, he gets into a show and he's like, the other day he kind of showed a little maturity. He was just like, yeah, he goes, some of these shows they what did he say? He said, I gotta concentrate here. Let's say I'm gonna throw this on the bottom, top. Yeah. Anyway, he was of the opinion like when they do it too much, the quality goes down. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's just how it works, you know. It's like if I streamed every day, I'd get all burned out, and even the silly commercials and stuff. I mean, there's only one of me. I can only make so many of them. It's just like they would just start getting way too, here it comes again, here it comes again. All right. I got extra dispels. I'll throw that out. Talk about your flexible stuff. I think I'm going to hold that back. We'll just do this. Man, I kind of want to... What's the play? What's the play? It's too early for counter magic to matter that much. We'll say top, top. All right. I won't trip that till I show my angler. Knowing that he's got land destruction. He's probably got even more after first game here. He needs to clip his fingernails. Let's check that out. Which one are we talking about here? Baraka's Cure? Oh. Or it could be Counterspell. I think you mean Counterspell. Oh, that's kind of weird. Your flesh just gets all spaghettified. They say that's a thing. When you enter a black hole, you get exponentially just further and further apart each one of your cells. I have to reveal 3 cards. Oh, man. Let's do that. The gush. All right. Come on, Angler. Where you at? Bottom. I don't know if this is worth the top. I think this is going to be a lot better card than versus most decks, just because, when he does have a corrupt, they'll tap out. They go all in for it. So days will be even late game. It'll be pretty. It's like having 3 counter spells right now. I think we'll see. The Soul Hole. That's right. Now we got counter magic. We can defend our swamp pretty regularly. Hey, right on cue. Look at this. Let's get rid of any creatures. Let's do this and this and this. Boop. Here we go. With the way to counter 2 things from happening. 4 cards in hand. Not feeling too safe. Probably going to eat an edict here. Click nice and slow. Hopefully we can pull this one off. Sign in Blood. How confusing are those cards to new players, right? I mean, like, what? It's like art with a name on it? Okay. Well. Let's preordain. Throw that on bottom. That's on top. Got quite a nice counter package here. I think I'm just going to lean heavy on the rest of it and try to ride this angler to the finish. Got 3 attacks to withstand and 4 counters to repel. See if we can call stuff right. I think that might just help our cause, but I can't let it through for obvious reasons, because he can kill my angler next turn. So let's counter that. Is the angler still alive? It is. All right, now we can at least get past chainer math, or edict math, I should say. That's true. You got a nice package. Wait. All right. Any order? Yeah. Well, remember Hodds and Olesh earlier, or anybody really, how clunky Tron felt in my hands, and I wasn't really playing badly. It just, kept giving me crap. This deck seems to like me, just like Boros Bully does, where it's like, it's you just draw pretty well. Sometimes, I don't know if any of you have experienced that. I'm sure it's total superstition, but there just seems to be a vibe. I don't know if you put it out in the universe or what. Don't want to sound all hippie-esque, but there's certain, I don't know. It's like a frequency or something. Bubbling Muck. Okay. Is this where we die in one swing? This is, I'm sorry, Shiraz, but if I can pull off a Daze with 12 mana on the stack, it's going to feel pretty epic. He's probably going to eat the angler's life and try to stay alive, but consume spirit incoming. The good news is, unless we have an envelop, that gets around Dispel pretty good, but unfortunately for Shiraz, we've got one hell of a counter package in our hand. We've got a nice counter package, right, Mike Man? A full suite. I keep thinking it's Friday and I have to take my son to his thing. I'm looking at the clock going, oh, I better wrap this up. And I'm like, I don't have to do anything. I can play till midnight. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm happy to see anybody remembering that we had this little last-minute Saturday show. So hopefully it makes up for, I guess, digitally dropping the ball. Of course, it wasn't our fault or my fault. It's Ghost in the Machine, I tell you. Okay, well that yeah, that kills it. I've got to counter that. I think days will work better if I want to use the dispel. We'll get rid of it while we can. Down to the wire. Does he got another one right behind it? Well, days find its relevance. Tune in next week, folks, for the exciting conclusion of Jackass Demir Player. I miss those old Batman sayings, like from the 1950s. Not that I was alive then, but you know, those old announcy, old-timey voices. What's in store for our hero? Find out next week. I was glad to catch you. I've been busy for the last few weeks. Oh, thank you, Fun. Appreciate it. Oh, I've been busy just trying to fix this stuff, but except for the little left channel thing, which can't promise will be fixed, but I'll do my best. 5 coming in. Oh, he's got the 1 mana. Oh, Shiraz, you did it. Oh, man. You better not be ghosting me, pal. Look at this. Deet, deet. Well played, my friend. Wish I had another days. There's only 4 in this deck. Wink, wink. Splat. Oh, no. Well, we've got counter magic. It's going to take me 15 turns to whittle this guy down. How many? We're only out 1 angler, right? Yeah. That's all right. We'll find another one. Shiraz, I think you need some Diabolic Edicts in there. I would choose those even over the Chainer's Edicts. If you don't have them, I mean, you might just have them and you haven't drawn them yet. Reason being, it's sometimes I would imagine against like flickering walls and stuff, you want to have that instant ability to do that, but might be too late at that point. Oh, crap. I forgot to attack. Oh, and a big shout out to any new province. If you guys want more Pauper content, that guy's pretty awesome. Been seeing his stuff here or there, and he's been kind enough to tag me in a few things and showcase some stuff, and really impressed. He's really professional, and just a pleasure to listen to and watch. So if it's news to you, go give him a like, a subscribe, or whatever the hell you kids call it these days, and keep the Pauper love incoming, because he's good quality people. All right. 20. I'm gonna weasel out here. There's a lot of swamps coming up. I'm gonna start guarding my life a little bit. Paraka's Cure, Consume Spirit. Done. I love this. Those little update arrows are pretty crappy, but I like this. Consume Spirit. Well, I don't think he's going to aim that at us anytime soon. So I'm going to bring out Bolus. If he does, it pays for him to hold on to it. Sure. Oh, man, I wish I had Stormbound. Any order? Fine. We'll attack. Paraka's Cure can't kill anything, but I can keep him alive. We'll go like this. Yeah, I did too. Fun 18. Yeah, one of you told me on Facebook, they're like, oh, check this out. And it was a link. And I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. Got to spread the love, man. Life really is too short. Let the haters all gather and fester in their filthy envy or whatever you want to call it. And we'll just keep doing our thing. Attack. Boop. Ah, here we are. My back is getting sore. I want this game to be over, Shiraz. Come on. All right. Consume spirits in the house. That's not going to do much at this point. There's one thing I've noticed too against Demir decks. Boy, it's just I'm starting to kind of role reverse there. I don't know. What do you guys think? It just doesn't seem, when they go off, they can, you know, I'm talking about like Demir builds. They can use Gurmag at their whim. They don't have to wait for you to respond. And it's only good early and in multiples. I just don't know if it's worth the slowdown. That's why I've always leaned on Fairy Macabre, because if they're abusing their graveyard with specific things, it's uncounterable. But I don't know. I just a lot of little side builds I've been doing the last week and bumping into this deck and others like it, and it's like just not enough. Wow, hand's feeling pretty good here. I'm gonna see what he's got. Dismiss all before we do that. I'll pay life this time. 2 cures. All right. That's what he had last time, and he didn't play any of it. All right, let's attack. You must be in friendly. You aren't playing Vatron. Holy moly. Dingleberry 85. Yeah, I started playing Tron. I put played in quotes. It played me pretty well. I think it was playing Hide Urza's Tower from me. That's what the game felt like. I think we got Shiraz up against it here. He didn't fall for our little daze plan. Darn it. That would have been sweet. It is no mystery, though. This deck always has run like 4 of them. He's going all in. Yeah, I'm going to float 1. We're going a daze. Just pause up. I'll get you back for paying 1 last time. Guess really had no choice. Got to gain as much life as he can here. And this. Sure, we'll go like this. Alright. Alrighty. Here comes the death knell. Boom. We'll come on over everything, just in case he's got it. Oh, snuff out? That wouldn't make much sense right now, would it? The counter cloud. Thank you, Shiraz. That's a pretty cool deck, man. I think, I don't know. It might be slightly favored after main deck face-off. That's a pretty square list. I'm going to try my best to keep the lists in some of these things, but I think it might just get a little bit too long. So if you want any of these, send us an email at pauperganda@gmail.com, or if you got any ideas. Again, this was Hod's and Olesh's list. That sure didn't like me, but I think it's a pretty strong list. But anyway, guys, it's been great. Don't go anywhere. We got Little Fights bloopers and just a few other things, but that's it for now. Next community show will be probably really close to Christmas time, mid to late December, and we'll be back next week playing tournaments and such. Anyway, be kind to each other. Enjoy Pauper. Spread the word. Love y'all, and we'll see you next time on Pauperganda.
Fellow spellslingers, welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from our commoners out there. The message is that you guys want to delve into new tech ideas. We hear you. We want to talk about them too. This time I'm going to talk about an idea I came up with a few months back. Fellow spellslingers, welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from our commoners out there. The message is you guys want to delve into new tech ideas. We hear you. We want to talk about them too. This time I'm going to talk about an idea I came up with a few months back. Fellow spellslingers, welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from our commoners out there. The message is you guys want to delve into new tech ideas. We hear you. We want to talk about them too. This time I'm going to talk about an idea I came up with. Welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from our commoners out there. The message is you guys want to delve into new tech ideas. We hear you. We want to talk about them too. This time I'm going to... Fellow spellslingers, welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from our commoners out there. The messages that you guys want to delve into. That is so Fellow spellslingers, welcome to Rogue's Corner. We've been getting transmissions from...
Understood, Cap. Rogue video. Uploading. Now. I farted in a scene. I cannot believe it.
Our students have a mental power and toughness that is always changing, endlessly experimenting with the latest and cutting-edge research. Our understanding continually evolves with over 200 arcane laboratories. They are shaped in clinics and grafted in the real world. From careful studies basics to full ISIT certification, we teach it all. Our campus is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ravnica. If you're dedicated to nature and science, Simic University is for you. Simic University, we don't just teach evolution, we evolve.
Hey everybody, Deluxe Coffee here. Just wanted to give a quick thank you to our donations, as you can see over to the side here. It really helps out. We've got new mics and things always being needed for Pauperganda and keep the content flowing. So if you can, donate. If not, no biggie. But again, thank you very much to the generous support of the people over here, and we'll see you next time.